This is going to be another really, really important week, especially when it comes to those things happening on a global scale. This week is going to be absolutely amazing because it's going to reveal something really important. There is going to be ridiculously important revelation that we are all going to have this week. And that particular revelation that we are going to have, it's going to make us realize an important thing, really important thing, that it's actually completely connected to the particular person, and that particular person was just connected to negativity, was connected to bad things, was connected to low vibration, was connected to low energy, and most importantly, this particular person is going to be exposed. It is all particular exposure. The exposure is going to be the new beginning. The exposure is going to be new start. The exposure is going to be very significant thing that is going to open people's eyes this week. This week we are literally crossing from one square to another square, from one point to another point, from one side of the bridge to another side of the bridge. By the time we get to another side of the bridge, the things that have been hidden from so many people are going to become evident. There are things that have been going on. There are things that are about. There are things that have been reasoned with a certain vibrational and energy that are not really good. And this particular vibrational energy have caused people not to realize the obvious. The obvious is going to be very, very important starting point. Very important new starting point that we are going to have this week. This is going to make people realize something really significant, and it is going to come from a certain person, from a particular very, very strong person, from an old spirit, from a very, very old spirit. This particular person have lived many lives, and this particular person is way more wiser than it maybe perhaps looks like, or this particular person is way more wiser than so many people will give this particular person credit for. I'm talking about this particular person because that particular person is going to be the game changer. That particular person is going to play a massive role. That particular person is going to play a huge role when it comes to having a massive turning point, big realization that is going to set people free, big realization that is just going to karmically make people realize, oh my goodness, this is huge, this is massive. So watch what is actually going to happen this week globally. Watch who is going to be exposed. A certain male person, very strong, powerful, dominant male person is going to expose another person, and by the time that person is exposed, by the time this is going to actually happen, it's going to be on the 21st of April, by the end of the 21st of April, of course. And this is going to be really, really interesting because it is just all about putting things right, and it's all about waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time, when the vibration is right, when the actual energy is correct, and when all these things are kind of like a fall into the place, when it's absolutely going to be the right time, the right moment, the right dimension to actually do this. Certain things have been unfolding in a really slow way. Now this particular slow way is just going to have a huge, massive starting point indeed. So let me just start with your weekly horoscope tarot card reading. And this is, my name is Sasha Bonasin, I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's from the 15th until the 21st of April 2019. So it's from the 15th until the 21st of April 2019, and I'm going to start with a gorgeous Aries. Aries, my beautiful babies, you are just going with this flow of this wonderful energy, and you are most certainly going to find yourself in a situation where you will really want to have a huge change. You will feel like you want to have a change. You will feel like you want to have a new beginning. You will feel like you want to have a new start. But this is really, really good because at the same time, it is the certain doubt that you are going to have. The certain doubt that you are going to have is just going to be connected to the certain problem that was with you, the certain indecisive situation that started a long time ago, and it's kind of connected to the certain issue. It's connected to the certain problem that was preventing you to move on with your life, that was kind of stopping you, that was kind of blocking you. This is very, very interesting, and it's very deep, and it's very very psychological, and it's also something to do with your childhood, and it's also something to do with a certain happiness that you had in your childhood. You put all this together, and there is the certain insight, that is going to bring you some really important realization, really important information. This is really, really, really good, because it's just going to be so interesting, because I can see you doubting, and I can see you like it, you're going to find yourself feeling really in a strange situation, because half of you is going to be like, okay, I'm absolutely brilliant, I feel good, I feel full of energy, I have so optimism about me, and I have this vavavoom that I'm feeling, all these new beginnings, you know, all these new starts, and all these things are just going to start making sense, and you're going to be very, very excited. The bottom line is that you're going to be very, very excited. And now, on another hand, you see, this is where the balance is going to confuse you a little bit, because you're going to feel like a little bit of doubt. Let me tell you something, Aries, and I'm going to put this straight, okay? Listen to me very carefully, because I'm going to say this only once. Do you remember? Hello. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, yes, so basically, I'm going to say this to you, and this is going to be really important, my sweetnesses. You know, this is going to be so interesting, because as soon as you kind of start feeling very drawn towards a certain stage of your life, as soon as you start feeling drawn towards a certain idea, shall I say, the idea, now, as soon as you feel like a little bit of doubt, a little bit of negativity, now this is going to be your sign. This is going to be your sacred push. This means that this is exactly what you should pay attention to. This is exactly what you should go for. This is exactly your light at the end of the tunnel, and that light at the end of the tunnel is going to be massive, it's going to be huge, and it's going to turn into a powerful sun that is just going to shine so much in front of you and so much around you. This is so important for you to get this right. So as soon as you feel a little bit of like maybe confidence is not going to be there, maybe you're just going to feel like a little bit, oh no, I'm not too sure, a little bit on the edge, and now this is going to be a sign. Just remember what I say. Just go for it, because this week it's going to be important, and this week it's going to be connected to your own personal wheel of fortune, and it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. But this is going to happen with a little trick, so you need to like kind of avoid that trick. And in order for you to avoid that trick, this is what you need to do. This energy and this dimension is going to confuse you, try to confuse you in such a way where you're going to feel like, oh no, you're not familiar with this side, you're not familiar with this. It's going to be like along those lines. Oh no, you don't have experience, you don't know how to do this, you don't know how to do that. Just remember, jumping into the water is going to be your sacred area this week, which means that jumping into unknown is exactly what you need to do. Whichever situation you come across this week, my sweetnesses, this is going to be the sign for you. Just go for it. The bottom line is that there is a new beginning that you're going to have, and that new beginning that you're going to have, it's going to be absolutely life-changing. It's going to happen one step at a time, one point at a time. Of course, you're just gonna take like a one thing at a time, of course, but it's all about this week. It's going to be important for you. It's all about how you feel. It's all about what you sense. It's all about your own intuition. It's all about a new beginning, and it's all about the enthusiasm. There is the enthusiasm that you're going to have. You're going to feel very ecstatic. You're going to feel really good, and it's all about the new initiative. This is going to be absolutely wonderful week, absolutely fantastic week when it comes to you, and when it comes to you kind of starting to feel like really closely obsessed, closely obsessed. Can you even say this? I do make up my own words every now and then, so you will feel like closely obsessed with the new stage of your life. It's an initiative that is just going to kind of give you lots of power and lots of vavavoom, and this is going to be your own spiritual petrol that is just going to keep you going, and this is going to be the beginning of something really, really, really important indeed. It is all about your own new beginning. It is all about the start of something really important when it comes to you and when it comes to this particular week. This is absolutely brilliant. There's the certain person from your past is going to play a huge role. There is somebody from your past that is going to come forward, somebody who used to mean to you a lot, somebody who you kind of like used to spend a lot of time with, and maybe somebody that you've lost a touch with, a connection with a little bit. So there's a certain person that is going to reappear in your life this week, and this week this is going to be quite evident. But this person is a good person. This person is the right person. When I say this person is the right person, it means that somebody who has left a very strong footprint on your life. But on another hand, it means that somebody who is like a very much so connected to your life, very much so connected to your spiritual journey, and somebody who is going to be an important and prominent figure in your life later on, because this person is going to return into your life, and this is going to be the beginning. And it's an important because this person is just somebody, and it's obvious to me that this is somebody whom you are going to share your particular spiritual experience with, and somebody who you need in your life just for a little bit longer, even maybe, in order for your spirit to evolve where it should evolve, because that particular person is also going to play an important role for you realizing something really important about your life, and only people who know you really well can actually tell you this. And that's why this is going to be an important turning point. Now, when it comes to your actual health, I'm going to tell you that when it comes to your actual health, you see, you are going to have like a little bit of like cholesterol levels. You're going to need to watch your cholesterol levels, and this is going to be really important. So try to drink as much water as you can throughout this week, and also, most importantly, if you can get like omega-3 essential fatty acids, they're so important to take, they're so important to have. Your omega-3 essential fatty acids are so important because it's to do a lot with the cholesterol level, with the circulation, with the brain, with the memory, oh my god, with the skin, hair and nails. Omega-3 essential fatty acids are good for so many different things. You can get this in a fish, from the fish, and you can also get omega-3 essential fatty acids from a flaxseed oil or fish oils, and this is what I highly recommend for you to take throughout this week. Perhaps you are going to be happy to take like a fish form, like in a fish capsule, but my favorite form would be a flaxseed oil, of course, which is like omega-3 essential fatty acids, but it's just a plant form, and it's just so important when it comes to cholesterol levels, and when it comes to this beautiful, amazing omega-3 essential fatty acids. And this is something that I think that you should definitely be taking indeed. You need to be paying attention to your body this week. This is really important, and see what your body is going to try to let you know. On another hand, if you're on any other medications, please, my sweetnesses, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you need to check with your doctor, or you need to check with your GP whether you can take these supplements or not, because only your doctor and only your GP can tell you whether you can take this or not, if you're on any other medications or you're pregnant or breastfeeding, of course. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are in relationships, something very important is going to happen this week. It's like, oh my lord, it's all about a new beginning, not like about only like when I say globally, this is all to do with an energy, this is all to do with a different dimension, this is all to do with like all these things that are changing and all these things that are happening, that I'm just making all these vibrations like keep going, and of course this reflects on every single one of us. It reflects on every single sign indeed. Now, when it comes to the actual relationship, you see, this is an important beginning that you are going to have, and this important beginning that you are going to have is just going to be very significant, and also is just going to have a really powerful and amazing reflection on both of you. Therefore, it's not only about a new beginning, but it's enjoyment, it's about love, it's like about emotion, it's like about adventure. Prepare for something really special for those of you who are in relationship this week, and you will see exactly what I mean by the end of the 21st of April 2019. Okay, so now for those of you that are actually single, you see, it is very important just to have fun this week. It is very important just to flirt this week. It is very important to communicate to other people, to have this exchange of energy, because you're going to discover something about yourself. You're going to rediscover something about yourself, and you will see what was kind of missing in your life. I say missing because this is going to be kind of the new starting point for you, but also it is just kind of going to help you to kind of slow down a little bit, step back from the situation, just look at the picture from a slightly different angle. What you need to do also is just to relax a little bit and just have some fun. This is going to be great week for like some kind of distraction, which means that you need to like kind of raise those energies in such a way where you go out and just have a fun. Have fun, flirt, and have fun and flirt. This is exactly what I think that those of you, if you would like to find a partner, you should actually do this week, because it's just going to be all about this particular distraction, but all about you kind of realizing some kind of error that you have also done recently, error that you have made recently that is actually connected to your love situation. And this is all going to start making sense. But in order for you to realize certain things that are going to help you to move on in your life, you just need to like kind of go out, just enjoy yourself as much as you can this week. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Taurus. Taurus, you are just having an incredible week. This is going to be week of enthusiasm. This is going to be the week of the new ideas. This is going to be the new week of your power. This is going to be the week of the actual energy. You know, you're going to feel a really nice energy, but it's just this wonderful motivation. It's going to start with the fact that you are going to be committed to the certain task at hand, and that commitment to the certain task at hand is just going to be everything, because it's going to be a golden ticket for your life to be literally changed. Finally, my beautiful Taurus, you are going to find yourself in a situation when you are really going to be the part of the things starting to move like much faster, much quicker, in a much rapid, way, like things that you wanted to do like for a really long time, things that you wanted to do for a while, but you just waited for the right moment. Now this year in general is going to be really big, but this week is just going to be the beginning of something really special when it comes to you, when it comes to the certain commitment to the task at hand. And that in itself is just going to kind of put your mind at rest from the certain problems and certain issues, and that in itself is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because there is a certain adventure, something is going to happen in your life, and this is going to be really good. All I can say, it's going to be different, it's going to be good, it's going to be new stage, it's going to be new page that is just going to start like that is going to shake everything up, in the best possible way. And the bottom line is, it's like all about a certain adventure, and that particular adventure is going to start with you being really daring. Okay, all week I need you to be really daring. All week I need you to keep on trying things that you haven't tried so far. And all I need you to do is just keep focused. All I want to say to you is just keep focused, and this is going to be absolutely amazing, because this is going to be huge turning point for you. This is going to be so important, because it's all going to start making sense. This week is going to be very deep. This week is going to be very strong. This week is going to be very powerful, because it is just all is going to start making sense, especially when it comes to your destiny, especially when it comes to your fortune, and especially when it comes to huge, massive turning point, and especially when it comes to the big realization. What are you doing in this world? What are you doing on this planet? This is all going to kind of be very strong, and it's all going to start kind of happening, especially those things that have been very slow, and those things that didn't change in a really long time. Now this is just going to start like, ooh la la, baby. And it's just very powerful time, because it's all about your success. You're going to find yourself materialistically in a good way, and you're going to find yourself materialistically in an even better way this week, because something is going to become available for you, and this is going to be really huge, and it's just going to be better than what you thought, and you're going to find yourself a certain advantage indeed. Okay, and it's all about the victory, and the big dream. It's like a big dream. It's going to like, hello, start waving, and you're like this, I'm almost here. And this is exactly what is going to give you like so much power, so much optimism, and so much strength to carry on with your life. This is absolutely brilliant, because it's just all going to start making sense to you. It's all about your own particular rebirth. It's all about your own particular transformation, and it's all about you just really starting like your life, in those ways, in those terms, in those melodies, in those notes that you wanted to do in a really long time. This is so important for you on another hand as well, because there is a really important idea that you are going to have, and that particular idea that you are going to have, you're not going to be too sure about. You're not going to be too sure by yourself, so you're going to need like a little bit of balance. When I say a little bit of balance, I can see that you're going to talk to somebody who's very close to you, somebody who knows you really well, somebody who's going to tell you something and confirm something for you. You're going to need like a certain confirmation, and that confirmation is going to be so important as well, because it's just going to kind of like make sense to you what you wanted to do, but it's also going to give you a little mini hermit moment. And the mini hermit moment that you are going to have, which means that one day from the 15th until the 21st of April 2019, one of these days you're going to feel like you want to be by yourself the whole day. And this is absolutely brilliant, and I strongly suggest to either like try to like kind of meditate a little bit, or try to go to the nature and connect or reconnect with the nature, because this is when you can just get so much beautiful energy going, and the dimension is absolutely wonderful, and the vibrations are just absolutely perfect, especially when we need a little bit of like a little bit of idea, especially when we need to meditate a little bit, to get a certain, intuition going, which is on another hand going to help us to reconnect with our spirit guides, and which is on another hand going to bring us a really important information. So this is what a hermit mode is. This is what a hermit mode means. It means that one of these days you're going to be so close to your spirit guides, so close to the spirit world, so close to your angels, that it's just going to be your lucky day in a way, because through meditations or through like reconnection with the forest and like the parks and things like that, you are going to get or receive a really valuable information. And also the certain person in your life, the certain family member, it's really going to make sense. Perhaps something didn't go quite right with a certain family member, maybe a little bit of confusion, maybe a little bit of anxiety and stress in between you two. Something just hasn't been right lately. So it is the realization that it was just a little bit of like a communication breakdown perhaps in between you two, and now the things are going to get balanced out. It's absolutely fine. I think that it's just like somebody who is the part of the family, like a family member has got a very sharp vision. It's very smart in a certain way, it's very deep in a certain way, it's very clever in a certain way, but sometimes they just don't express themselves in the right way. So it's like kind of you have to like kind of tap around to kind of realize what they actually meant. You see, certain people have difficulties with explaining themselves or explaining certain things, and sometimes when they say something, it comes out in a completely different way. However, this is going to be good, and it's going to bring a really fantastic reflection to you indeed. What else I was going to say to you, when it comes to the actual health, my beautiful Taurus, when it comes to the actual health, you're going to have a little bit of problem with circulation, celebration, celebration. There you go. Sasha's going. So just joking. Okay, so now basically it's like it's the circulation that I need you to pay attention to this week. This is going to be so important for you, and I highly recommend you to try to like kind of train as much as you can. Try to do certain exercises. If you can't train for whichever reason, just try to like move your body in a certain way, get all those parts of the body going like that you normally don't like kind of use. If you're working a lot, like if you're sitting down a lot, just try to walk, and things like that. You just have to like kind of get those parts of your body going. But on another hand, for the circulation, I'm going to need you to get like a ginger. It's so significant to have a ginger and turmeric. Turmeric is also absolutely wonderful for so many other things as well at the same time, but turmeric is absolutely brilliant when it comes to the actual combination. So and the B3, vitamin B3, if you can get also without any added chemicals or without any other fake ingredients and things like that. So if you can just get like a ginger, turmeric and vitamin B3. So it's a ginger, turmeric and B3. You don't need to get all three of them, but you could get like maybe for example capsules, turmeric capsules, and like for example they always come with a little bit of like a black pepper, because it needs to be there for the absorption, because otherwise turmeric is actually quite difficult to be absorbed by the body. So that's why it just comes with like a little bit of black pepper. So I would highly suggest like if you get maybe in a capsule form to get like a turmeric and B3. Okay, but if you don't want capsule form, then you you can get like a natural ginger, and you can nibble on a natural ginger throughout this week, and that is going to help you quite nicely. If you do go for the capsules and tablets that I've just mentioned, just make sure they're absolutely 100% natural, without any rubbish ingredients, just natural, and also try to make sure that you know, if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant, if you're breastfeeding, try to check with your doctor or your GP if you can take these supplements, because only your doctor or only your GP can actually tell you whether you can take these supplements or not. Okay, what else I was going to say is just to basically, when it comes to, sorry, for those of you that are in relationship, this is just so good. And everything that I said so far that is going to happen to you, the person that is in relationship with you, of course, no, with someone else, you know. I'm joking. This person who's in a relationship with you basically is just going to be very strong part of everything that I said so far, and that person is going to help you to take this on the whole new level. So you're working together really nicely, you're working together as a part of the team, and this week this is all going to start making sense. Your partner has also started something recently, some new path. They are connected to some kind of new path that it's also going to bring them this week some kind of deep concentration and application. Your partner is going to have a very strong will to actually learn something, but it's just so much connected to what they're doing now. This is not all about a completely new thing, but it's all about like what they're doing now. So there is the whole new stage going to become evident this week, and your partner is just going to have a very strong reflection to learn. However, this is an important week for both of you. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, it is just like it is the somebody who knows you is going to come through, somebody who knows you is going to come forward, somebody who was a part of your life, somebody whom you might have had something, somebody who you might have just had like a little wink or a little smile, or somebody whom you could have just seen at some point. There was some kind of connection with this person before. This person was in your life before, so there's somebody about to return. Somebody's about to return at a time when you are having a big change, at the time when you are focused on a big change, at the time when you're part of the big change, when it comes to your home, when it comes to some kind of idea, when it comes to like you making changes, when it comes to your home. This is the moment, this is the time when there is going to be a certain support by the community, and people are going to be proud of you, proud of your success or what you do. This is the time when somebody is going to try to return, somebody is going to return into your life, okay? And that particular person that is going to return into your life also is just going to kind of make you feel about a certain stage of your life, and this is going to be very important beginning, and it's all going to come, and it's all going to start, and it's all going to manifest from that particular person, making you feel in a certain way, making you think about certain things, making you reflect on a certain things. This is going to be very, very interesting. Okay, the next sign I'm going to be talking about is Gemini, of course. Gemini, you just don't care this week. Gemini, you are having an amazing week because you're going to feel really good, you're going to feel really praised, you're going to feel really excited, and it's all going to start this week with you feeling really good, with you feeling really excited, with you having your eyes wide open, and it's just a problem, something that was bothering you for a while, something that was bothering you for the last 7 months that you weren't just too sure what to do, and you just needed like a certain power, you needed a certain confidence. There was something that was missing, and in that particular situation that was there, that manifested itself like some while back. You see, this is just going to be an important time because it is just gonna make you feel really good about yourself, because there is the confidence that you're going to have, there is the power that you're going to have. And as I said, this is going to start right at the beginning of this week. This is so good. I cannot explain how good this week is going to be. And it's all about your balance, the balance that you're going to get back, synchronicity that you're going to get back. And it's just all this. You're going to be full of ideas. You're going to be full of beams. You're going to be full of power. You're going to be full of energy. I really like it, because lots of other people that are going to be around you are going to notice this, and it's going to be quite infectious. It's the problem problem in the family that you are going to have not kind of, but it's the problem in the family that you are going to need to sort out. You are taking something in the wrong way. You're understanding something in the wrong way. You need to stop I'm not saying that you're like acting like a victim. Stop acting like a victim. I'm having a go at you, Gemini. No, I'm not saying stop acting like a victim. I'm saying that there is a person in your home, the particular person in your home, somebody in your family, somebody that means to you a lot, that you're just going to you need to step back from the situation. You need to readjust yourself a little bit because you are taking something in the wrong way and you get upset maybe too easy. So try to not to get too upset too easy. I'm saying that this is connected to the person who is in your life, part of your family, or it's a really, really good friend of yours. It could be like a really good friend of yours, which can also show like a part of the family, but there's just something, it's been happening with this person also, not like in the same way as Taurus, but in a completely different way, where you are taking these things like a little bit, you are the one who's actually being quite sensitive. So just kind of try to just readjust yourself and look at the picture from a slightly different angle. And once you look at the picture from a slightly different angle, you will see that the person maybe who you thought that it's not really acting in a good way, on the right way, it's actually acting in a sympathetic way, but because of the lack of balance in between you, you were just kind of getting each other completely wrong. So this is so important to sort out a certain problem, because that is just going to be karmically really important. And there is the time that is coming up that is just going to be significant. It's going to be life-changing. You're going to need to make a huge decision, and you must get this right. And in order to make this huge decision, you need to make sure that you're on the right terms with like everybody who is around you, everybody who means to you a lot, and everybody who you love, and everybody who loves you. This is an important time because also it's all about a certain like richness, like you are. That's what I'm saying, like you don't care this week, because you are having like a really good news, that is going to come to travel to you, and the financial situation is just going to kind of start making sense. The whole new passion, it's also going to come out of it, and you're going to do much better than what you thought. Also, something is going to be offered to you this week. It's going to look like really tiny, a little bit unusual, but just go for it, because it's going to be at the beginning of really massive, huge, powerful unfoldment. That the second stage of this particular unfoldment, whatever you start this week, it's actually going to have a huge continuation, massive second stage, which is going to happen on the 13th of November 2019. 13th of November 2019. It is going to be directly connected to this particular week. I suggest you to go out as much as you can, try as many things as you can, do as many things as you can, especially like when it comes to like your work, when it comes to your career. If you're working, for example, if you're retired, when it comes to things that you do, just kind of be very, very adventurous this week, because what is going to happen, it's all about you being proactive. As more active you are, the more amazing things are going to happen. As more proactive you are, the more amazing things are going to happen. Please be busy the whole week. Throughout this week, I need you to be busy, because this week is just going to be mind-blowing. The amount of people you are going to meet, the situations you're going to go through, the experience you will go through, the certain situations are going to bring you completely different unfoldment, and you are going to have a sacred lotus moment this week. And what a sacred lotus moment this week is going to bring you, my gorgeous Gemini, an unfoldment that is going to be the hugest, the massive, the biggest unfoldment of your life, and it's going to lead towards you making a really big decision, but especially when it comes to your life currently, when it comes to your current surroundings, when it comes to where you live, when it comes to new decision, when it comes to new idea, and when it comes to the person in your life that means to you a lot, the person in your life that means to you a a lot. It's also going to be contributing with this, and it's also going to be kind of part of everything, of course, and it's going to bring a really wonderful, wonderful, wonderful realization. And let me just tell you something. There is a mind-blowing advice that you are going to get this week. The mind-blowing advice that you are going to get this week is going to be from an amazing female. This woman is very powerful. This woman is very significant. She's very prominent in your life indeed, and she's like has got the right balance, that one, you know, like in between work, life and spirituality. This one is like a va-va-voom lady. She's amazing. She's very successful, and she's absolutely the right person to give you an advice. So please, there is this person that she's going to give you an advice, and she's a sincere person. She loves you to bits, and listen to advice, because the advice from this person is going to help you, and it's going to directly lead towards your own personal transformation. I'm so happy for you, my beautiful Geminis, because this week is your transformation week. You are going to be going through transformation, and you may not even realize. By the time you get to the 21st of April, it's going to be like, hello, new world. It is all going to make sense. After the storm, there is a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous sunshine. I'm not saying that you had a storm, but this is exactly how it's going to feel, because this is all about your own transformation. And also you will want changes. You will want to clear away the old to make the way for the new. And this is brilliant, 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 perfect time for you. Be proactive as much as you can. When it comes to your health, Gemini, my babies, it's a spiritual week, it's a strong week. You are going to be like all around the place. I need you to keep on grounding. But when I say that you need to keep on grounding yourself, I need you to go outside. I really need you to go outside just for a few minutes. I do understand that in certain parts of the world it's like really, really cold, maybe snow and things like that. But try to go outside and try to go on your knees and try to put your hands on the ground. All I need you to do is, again, put your hands on the ground and just ground yourself. This is very important, and it's a very particular grounding technique for you that you in particular, my beautiful Gemini, is going to benefit from it, because so much is going to be happening, and this is going to be the way for you to rejuvenate yourself. So if you do this if you do it every day would be fantastic, but try to do it at least like about 2 or 3 times in 1 week. The grounding, just put your hands down on the ground, relax yourself somewhere in the nature, in the forest, somewhere by the park, somewhere on the ground, untouched ground, preferably. It would be fantastic. The energy is just so much clearer, so much better. Just put your hands on the ground, relax yourself, close your eyes. It can only take a few minutes, and just imagine beautiful white light going around you, first around your head, then around your shoulders, then it's going down like this, then it's slowly going down. This is what you're imagining, this beautiful white light going all around you. And then you just imagine going down one hand, down second hand, and then down every single finger. And when you imagine this white light going around your fingers, just at the same time, when you go around the whole finger, then just imagine like a tree roots is going down into the ground like a tree root. So for every single finger, imagine like a tree roots. And this is at the same time, you are beautifully, amazingly rejuvenating yourself and making yourself really powerful for a really powerful time that is about to come. So this is what I need you to do when it comes to the actual grounding, when it comes to the actual health. Now, what else I was going to say, my gorgeous Gemini, you see, when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, you see, it is just going to be a little bit of like conflicting influence in between you two. You just kind of must step away from the situation. Don't argue. I think it's just going to be like so much is going to be happening this week. So it's kind of going to be like a little bit of conflicting energy in between you two. But I'm telling you this now so you can step away from the situation, and you can just kind of remind yourself, oh yeah, I'm just going to kind of make sure that the energy is okay. Make sure not to kind of do something that would upset both of you even further. So it is going to be a little bit of a conflicting influence, but it's not coming from you. It's going to be coming from your partner. I think your partner is going through something personal. Your partner will be going through something personal, through some kind of major effort, and that major effort that your partner is going through is just going to reflect on you in such a way. You see that it's just going to be a little bit of a conflicting influence. But then again, I'm going to say to you, just do what is the best to do in situations like this. Just leave like a little present for your partner, a little surprise and things like that. These things, they just do the world of good when we do them, because the energy is just completely different then. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are you're actually single, I would not most certainly want to be around this person. There is somebody that is just going to be around you, and I don't think it's the right person. I have to warn you, Gemini. I think half of you it's going to feel, yeah, that two of you, of course, Gemini. One of you is going to feel like, oh yeah, baby, and then the other one is going to feel like, no, you know, like no. But the reason is that the thing is that it's two Gemini. So one of you is going to feel like, oh yeah, this is great. You know, the one who is like really adventurous and things like that, who doesn't care, like who doesn't care about being hurt and things like that. But the other one, sensible side of Gemini, is going to be saying no. Now I'm saying no. Stay away from this person. There's something not right with this person. So you will have a choice to be with somebody, but there is just so much sadness going on over there that I would just say to you, please, there's karmically not something right with this person, but there is going to be a lesson for you to learn there. But I would just stay away from this particular person this week, because most certainly it's not going to be the right person for you. Okay? Now the next sign I'm going to be talking about is going to be Cancerian. Now Cancerians, it's all about a particular ending. Now the time is right. Now the time is near for you to start a new stage of your life. But before the new stage of your life starts, before you can start, go for it, you need to end the certain a journey. The certain journey that needs to end just became like a burden. You need to work out what's driving you crazy. People are so sensitive with these things now, going, what's driving you crazy? Now, you know what I mean. Basically, I'm just going to agree. You need to see what's driving you crazy. You need to see what was driving you crazy for the last maybe couple of years, but especially in the last 9 months. There's a certain stage of your life that it's coming to an end, that it came to an end, and you need to realize what this is. And as soon as you realize what this is, as soon as you cut this out of your life, it's going to be better for you, and it's just going to kind of karmically be amazing for you, because the whole new reflection is just going to start manifesting for you at the same time. But before that, you're going to need to see what that is. So there's a certain burden that you're going to need to deal with, but then again, at the same time, this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And as I can say to you, now it's absolutely the right time, because it's all about you, and it's all about your own personal deep concentration. It's all about your personal new stage, new stage of your life, new experience in your life. But in order to release yourself from the certain bondage, you're going to need to deal with this certain burden that you had for a while. And that particular burden, believe me or not, it was all strongly connected. It was making you unwilling to make necessary efforts in your life. And the reason why, because it was like a little bit of some kind of fake illusion, some kind of certain stage of your life that came to an end, and you were just hoping, and this is when the certain illusion becomes very evident. And this is what the illusion does. It makes you subconsciously not to progress in your life as much as you would want to progress. I'm not saying that you didn't progress, but you will see exactly what I mean. It's about clearing your own journey and just making sure that you are kind of realizing what the next step is going to be, but also to make sure to realize what came to an end karmically. It is just so important to see, and it's also going to be like a certain sacrifice that you are going to need to make. You're going to realize that there is a certain part of your life you will need to change. Something that you started recently, and it's not really good. Something that you started recently, and it's some kind of how do I put this right? Something that you started recently, and it's just some kind of habit, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you kick this habit. Is it smoking? Is it this? Is it that? You need to make sure that you need to kick this habit. So what happened is just recently you did this for a while, then you stopped, then you probably went back to it more evidently, and now when you went more back to it, now I'm saying that it's time for you to realize to stop this particular habit. This is really important, because if you carry on, it's not going to be good later on. If you carry on, it's not going to have a good effect on you. And now is absolutely the right time, absolutely the perfect time to kick this habit. If you can't stop this habit right now, my beautiful Cancerians, then try to kind of control it, cut it down, whatever it is. Please, it's just so important. A very important text message that you are going to get, a very important word that you are going to receive, whether it's going to be a text message, whether it's going to be an email, whether it's going to be on some kind of social network, but there's a very important message that you're actually going to get. And that particular message that you're going to get is just all going to be about you accepting a certain life challenge. Just remember, my babies, this is all going to be about you accepting a certain life challenge. There is something that is going to become really, really significant this week, but it's also going to be so much so connected to your own rebirth, to your own readjustment. But you will know that you're going to have to sacrifice a certain thing in your life. You're going to need to make a certain sacrifice, and that sacrifice is just going to be something big, something huge. But you will know that you're going to need to do this one step at a time, because that in itself is just going to bring you joy to you, to your family, to everybody else. By the same time, the whole new hope. Really, really beautiful indeed. What else I was going to say is just let me just tell you something else, Cancerians, my beautiful babies. It's just so wonderful to actually see this, because you will get, this is what I really like, and this is going to happen right towards the end of the week, that you will just see the direct result of the certain action that you had recently within the next 4 months. Something happened and you acted in a really beautiful and brave and really amazing heroic way. You did not see the outcome straight away, but there is the outcome that is here, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, Cancerians, because this is going to put a big smile on your face, and it's just going to make other people so happy around you indeed. Okay, so now when it comes to your health, my beautiful babies, you see it's a stomach. Stomach is going to be a little bit sensitive, in general. You will be able to feel your stomach, you will be able to sense your stomach, and you're just not going to be able to tell where is it coming from. And this is because throughout this week there's the certain energy that is going to be around, and that particular energy, of course, is going to affect you, as in having a certain pressure in your stomach. You know what I really suggest you to actually get a peppermint tea. If you can get an organic peppermint tea, or maybe if you can go outside, maybe you can just cut it out, pick it up yourself, if it depends where you live, if it's peppermint, herb growing, it all depends. But if you can get it yourself, it's brilliant. But if you can't, then try to get an organic peppermint tea. And also, if you can drink this throughout the week, it's absolutely wonderful, absolutely brilliant for any kind of stomach upsets or stomach negativities. You see, my tarot cards are flying all around the place. But yeah, just get a peppermint tea, indeed. And also, you can get avocado is absolutely brilliant. Try to eat every single day 1 avocado throughout this week, and 1 single avocado every single day is just going to make the world of difference when it comes to stomach and things like that, because it's absolutely wonderful when it comes to a stomach upsets and things like that. Now, when it comes to those of you that are actually in relationship, you're going to be really proud of your partner this week, because your partner is going to do something really big. Your partner is going to do something really good. Your partner is going to do something really significant, and that is going to give you an option. The option is going to become available because of your partner. It's all about them being really responsible, and you're going to like it. You're going to be very proud of your partner this week indeed. Now, Cancerians, when it comes to those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, it is just going to be somebody's going to catch your eye. Catch your eye, can I tell like that? Did I make it up? Catch your eye? Somebody's going to catch your eye. Somebody is going to be around you. How can I word this differently? Somebody's going to be around you, and somebody's going to be oh my God, you're going to feel so good around that person. You will want that person. You will want to spend the time with this person. You will want to really be with this person. There is just somebody that is just going to make you feel really great. And this is going to be really interesting, because there is going to be so much about that person, so much around that person that you wouldn't normally go for, and you will not be able to tell what actually excites you about this person so much. And I think you should like really go for it. I can't tell you who to be with, like at all. That's honestly up to you. I cannot certainly tell you, but if you ask me, there is just a really amazing realization that you are going to have through this particular situation, through this particular person. So the bottom line is that there is somebody very mysterious and deep and very complex, very amazing energy that is just going to be around you, and you will want to be with them, but it is just going to be completely different person to who you would normally go for. And this is going to be your key, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay. Now, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Leo. Leo, you are all about your the actual sharpness this week. This is all about you just having your eyes wide open, and you just kind of like a completely being connected to the new stage, completely getting the whole picture. There is a massive mind-blowing realization that you are actually going to have this week about your life, and that massive realization that you are going to have, this is going to be your a major thing throughout this week. This is going to be a beautiful candle that you're going to be holding in your hand, which is going to be light up the whole way. And it's not only about the candle, it's not only about the light, it's about the actual illumination. This week is going to be a very strong week when it comes to your particular illumination, because you will realize also through somebody around you, somebody is going to kind of be somebody around you is going to be going through like a really difficult situation in their life, and there is nothing that you can do about it. It's just it's a tough time. All you can do is just like kind of like a look at the situation, just like kind of learn from it, but you will kind of get an amazing idea through it. And that particular idea that you are going to get is just going to be kind of like bring you lots of confidence, but on another hand, it's also going to be direct result for you wanting to make a really big change. But the bottom line is that this week, you know, it's just all about the change. The picture is going to be a crystal clear this week. There's a whole new harmony going to come through, whole new harmony is going to come forward, and that in itself is going to be your own wake up call. This is going to be a huge wake up call, which is on another hand going to bring you a new power, which is going to kind of really push you, like just do it, okay? And it's all about the new stage, it's all about this particular confidence, it's all about you waiting for the right time. You know what am I talking about it, because you wanted to have certain changes in your life, but you were just waiting for the right time, you were just waiting for the right moment. Now this right moment is coming, and this right moment is going to happen this week. Please do me a favor, just keep on applying and reapplying for the jobs if this is what you want. If you want to have like a really new, maybe if you're working for the company or something and you know want to like a promotion, just do it, because there is something really crazy that is going to happen this week in the best possible way. And that particular thing that is going to happen this week is going to be literally life changing, but also it's going to have the elements of unknown, the elements of unclear, and that in itself is just going to become something very attractive for you. But then at the same time, it is going to be all about a certain new starting point. You know, it's all about materialistic attainment and the actual option that you are going to have, that it wouldn't happen if the finances didn't allow you. So there's going to be a good news about the finances this week as well, which is going to allow you to make a certain change. But also, you know, you're going to think about somebody is just going to kind of disappoint you a little bit this week, a certain person, but then, you know, it is just somebody whom, you know, you used to know in the past, and that person is going to come across again, and you're going to be like a little bit disappointed. But you know, this is actually going to be really good, because it's just going to help you to realize certain why did you feel like a little bit of overburdened feelings and excessive pressure, and why did you feel like a certain problems were unresolved, because this is just kind of like it was connected to this particular person. But what you will have to do is just like one of the mornings as well throughout this week, there is something going to be on your mind the very first thing in the morning, and you're going to start feel very passionately about it throughout the day. Try to see what this this is. I think that this is going to happen at around the midweek in between these days. So it's in between the 15th and the 21st, but it's just going to be somewhere at around 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 17 or 18, 19th, at around the 18th of 19th of April. Just try to see what is the very first thing on your mind in the morning. It's going to be bright, it's going to be very powerful, and it's just going to be a little bit different. And then later on in the day, this is going to be playing and playing and playing on your mind. And this is because at that time you're going to be strongly connected to your spirit guides and to the universe, and that's why you're going to pick up on a very important message. Just watch this space and you will see what this is, and you will know what the message this is, because it's going to be keep on repeating on your mind, and you're going to start becoming very, very passionate about it. And that in itself is just going to be the direct kind of answer to like really certain stress and certain anxiety that you have been having lately. Don't worry, this is just all about a certain stagnation and a certain stagnative period that you had, and the things that were kind of preventing you from the certain accomplishment in your life. This had to be sorted. Okay, what else I was going to say, that is basically when it comes to those of you who are wondering like about the health and things like that, you're going to have like a really sensitive feet this week. Sensitive feet, they're going to be like in general, like a skin on your feet is going to be quite sensitive, and also you're going to feel like you need a little bit of like a massage, a little bit of vavavoom. So if someone can give you a massage throughout the week, it will be fantastic. But on another hand, you can give a massage to yourself. But also what else is going to be quite important, like to put like a really nice moisturizer every single night throughout the week, like a natural organic moisturizer. But even more importantly, what you need to do is just, I know again I'm sending you outside, if you're like somewhere in Canada or somewhere maybe like a really, really cold, it's probably not the best idea. But if you can get a choice, if you can get a chance to actually go outside, take your trainers off, take your shoes off, take your socks off, and just walk. You need to find like a little bit of pebbles, like some kind of like a little rocks or little stones that are like, they can be a little bit sharpish or they can be roundy. It's up to you, but it's just like some kind of pebblish, like a little stones where you can find, and just like kind of like just relax yourself and ground yourself in this way, and just walk on these stones, walk on these pebbles for a while, and this is going to give you a really beautiful massage. It's going to get your circulation going, and it's also going to be so important for your energy, for your balance. It's going to make you feel really good, and most importantly for grounding and rejuvenation. So just walk on some kind of pebbles, on some kind of stones outside for just like about four few minutes. Just walk on without like shoes and without socks. Of course, you just need to have a clear contact with your feet and the actual ground, but not the actual ground and the actual rocks. You see, you need to make this contact, and that is going to help you in so many different ways. Now, on another hand, what else I was going to say is just to basically when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, you just need to kind of like, there is going to be a little bit of lack of motivation in between you two. And when it comes to those of you in relationship, you're going to need to kind of like do something. You're going to need to bring new energy in between you two, so it doesn't become too stagnated. You have been going on through quite a lot, but then your partner has been going on through quite a lot. A lot has been happening. It's been happening. You have been focusing on the one side of the life, and your partner has been focusing on something else, and that maybe just kind of like that, just maybe did play a little role in kind of making you a little bit distant from each other. So this is why this is going to be an important week to actually try to sit down, have a little conversation, and see what's going on, and see what is going to happen after this point, from this point onwards. I'm not saying that you are going to split up or something. Please don't get me wrong. Whether you're going to split up, that's entirely up to you, or whether you're going to be like beautifully happy. What am I saying is that it's just going to be a really need for the certain conversation and to sort certain things out, because if you don't sort them out this week, they can turn into something completely different later on. Do not let it burn like a candle. Okay, for those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, it is all about you kind of like being very active this week. I don't see you like meeting someone. I don't see you like being with somebody, and I see you actually being really spiritual this week. This week is going to be important when it comes to your own spirituality, especially for those of you that are single. You need to do something like some kind of spiritual connection. You need to kind of rejuvenate. Sorry, you need to rejuvenate yourself spiritually. So therefore, you need to do something different. You need to buy something different. You maybe different crystal, maybe different flower, maybe different like a crystal cluster. You know, maybe you want to do certain courses. Please see what is calling you, what is going to be your call when it comes to this particular spiritual realization, because this is going to be an important week for this. Whether you're going to meet someone like for a room time, no, it is not going to be, but it is going to be a very interesting person you're going to meet when it comes to your own spirituality, from who you can learn really nice things later on. Okay? Now it's of course the next sign I'm going to do is a Virgo, that your week is going to start in also little hermit mode, but that hermit mode is going to be the time when you are at home. This is going to be your time. This is going to be an important realization that you are going to have, and the hermit mode that you are going to have, it's also going to happen right at the beginning of this week. The hermit mode is going to happen in between the 15th, 16th and 17th of April 2019. It does not have to last for the whole day. It can only last for about a couple of days. Couple of months. No, it can only last for a couple of hours. That's what I'm saying. When I say hermit mode, sometimes people think, oh God, it's the whole week or something, it's the whole day. No, baby, no. It all depends, because it's all about our own spirit guides. It's all about our own angels. It's all about the different dimension. When the things are right, the different dimension in the spirit world, this world and the spirit world, the veil in between these two worlds is going to be at its thinnest. And this is the time when it's at its thinnest, when we feel a little bit tired, or a little bit weird, or a little bit strange. Basically, this is how your hermit mode is going to be, Virgos. You're going to feel a little bit strange within these 3 days that I said. On one of these days, for about couple of hours, you're going to feel a little bit unusual, a little bit strange. You're going to feel like you're part of the slightly different dimension. And something is also going to happen at that time when it's just going to make you think, oh my God, this is just so weird. Oh my God, this is so bizarre. Oh my God, I've never done this. Oh my God, I've never done that. Now, this is just so important, and I cannot stress enough just to pay attention and to pay attention and to pay attention on all the signs around you. Because when you're having this particular hermit mode, this is also going to be the particularly strong time when you are going to have a certain omen, certain sign that is going to be life-changing. That certain omen that you are going to have at the same time is just going to become like an idea. That idea at the same time is just going to become like an obvious choice that you are going to take in the future. And that in itself is just going to be the new beginning. And that in itself is just going to be absolutely life-changing moment for you. I cannot stress enough how important this time is going to be. So you need to remember also, when you are having your own hermit moment, try to go outside if you can, try to connect with the nature, try to touch the tree. This is going to be absolutely perfect time to make a connection with the tree. I cannot stress enough, I cannot explain enough how powerful trees are. My goodness, trees are amazingly powerful. They contain grounding, they contain wiseness, they contain this power, they contain this amazing energy that is actually working with us really well. And once we make a connection, it helps us to rejuvenate us like there is no tomorrow. And this is what you need to do. Please try to go outside if you can. Try to find some kind of park, try to find some kind of forest. This is an important time of rejuvenation that you, Virgo, are going to need to do by finding a tree and just by hugging a really nice tree. Or if you can't hug the whole tree, you can do it just partially, if it's too big. Or you can even put your hands on the tree like this, Try to make a connection. Try to see what is the best way for you to make the connection. And once you make a connection, just relax and chill out. Relax. Let's say you make a connection with a tree like this. Okay, and at the same time, or at the same time, just try to relax, and at the same time, just again try to imagine this beautiful, vibrant silver and white light going around you and bursting with energy, bursting with positivity, bursting with light, bursting with power. And as you're holding the tree like this, just imagine it's going around you, around your shoulders, around your one arm, around the second arm, around here. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, it's going around, around one leg, around the second leg, and then you just imagine that beautiful light going around your feet, one toe, second toe, third toe, fifth toe, and then once again when you do all toes, then you imagine like a little like a tree trunks, like going down, tree roots, just like in the same, just imagine like a tree roots from every toe, one, three roots going down, second toe, third toe. You can do this within like about 10 minutes, and then you do the second leg like that. You just imagine this beautiful white silver light going down around your leg, going down around your foot, and then one toe, second toe, third toe. As you're having your eyes closed like this, just imagine energy going through every single toe. But then again, it just continues like a tree roots. And now at the same time, you're making strong, amazing, powerful, absolutely incredible connection, because you're going to be the part of the different dimension. You're going to be the part of something really special. You're going to be the part of something really significant, and it is going to feel like a different. It's going to feel like beautiful. It's going to feel like something really beautiful is coming. Also, on another hand, you're going to feel, oh my God, you're going to feel like really excitement, but you're not going to be able to tell where the excitement is coming from. And at the same time, what I'm going to need you to do is just like try to kind of relax and just try to kind of ask what my sign is. Try to ask what my omen is. Try to ask what advice you would give me. Try to make a connection with the tree. The tree has got an amazing power. It's absolutely incredible. This is something that I need you to do, and then you do this for like about a few minutes. You may not get your answer straight away, and the answer is going to come in form of like a certain omen. It's either going to be like some kind of bird that is going to be flying and it's just going to make a sense to you. It's going to be like some kind of animal that is going to make a sense to you, or it's simply going to be like a something that is going to be remind you of something, and then it's just certain word is going to come into your mind, and that particular word that is going to come into your mind is going to happen by the end of this week, 21st of April 2019, and that in itself is going to be life-changing. That in itself is going to be the new starting point, and it's so much going to be connected to you making a really big change, but you becoming really creative, and also at the same time this is going to be the whole new beginning. It is going to be like some kind of situation that is just like kind of, oh God, on emotional levels you're going to realize things are going to start changing, but this is going to be for the best. This is going to be really good, and it's just going to be connected to the certain loss and the certain negativity and the certain uncertain period of your life that was actually dragging for a while, and now this is going to be the direct result of that. What else I was going to say is that it's just a big change, when it comes to home, the realization, big change, but the realization, and that realization is just going to make you realize that, that uncertain area, uncertain stage of your life that you were uncertain and you couldn't make a really big change is just going to become evident. So now there is a whole confidence, and now is the right time for you to move on with your life, and especially because you were worrying whether you should do this or not. Maybe financial situation is not going to allow you. Now you're just going to get all your confirmation, and that is just going to be great, massive, huge accomplishment that you are going to have. It's absolutely brilliant, because at the same time your power is going to be tested. Somebody's going to try to wind you up this week, and just remember, do not fight, Virgo. Do not argue, Virgo. Just basically somebody's just going to try to somebody's will want something from you. Somebody will tell you something, and it is just not going to be the right thing. That you're going to be right, you see, and it's just a problem with this particular person. So this is how your stamina is going to be tested. But let me just tell you, just try to kind of avoid the situation, step away from the situation, because this is like a little snake in the grass, and you are actually going to rise above this negative energy by actually being really responsible and stepping away from the situation. And that in itself is just going to, on one hand, is going to test your power, test your stamina. You are Virgos, my babies, you're going to be watched this week. Please don't get paranoid or something like that, but you're going to be watched this week. But this is going to be good. You're going to be watched throughout this week because you are going to be noticed by the people you want to be noticed by. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be noticed by the people who you wanted to be noticed by. Be clever, be smart, turn into a little foxy, turn into a little kitty. You know, cats, foxes, they're very, very smart, they're very clever, they're very intelligent indeed. They always know what to do, they're very, very smart. So this is what I need you to do. You will be watched, but you will do so well. You will be watched because you're beautiful. You will be watched because you're amazing. You will be watched because you're incredible. You will be watched because you're doing things right. And I just need to let you know to just go for it and go for it and go for it, because this is going to be life-changing week indeed. It is all about a beginning of something really, really good through the meaningful experience. And then on another hand, this is also going to become like some kind of adventure, and which is also going to test you all along throughout this week. And it's absolutely brilliant, okay? There is a very important relationship that is going to become evident this week. There is a certain person that is going to become part of your life, part of your scenario, and that person is somebody who is going to become your friend. Virgos! A new friend is going to come into your life, and all I can say to you about a new friend, this is going to be a real friend. This is going to be someone really special. This is going to be someone very deep, somebody a little bit strange sometimes, and somebody who is maybe a little bit sad sometimes, or maybe a little bit depressed sometimes, somebody who's a little bit too deep, but really beautiful, somebody who's really gorgeous on the outside, but very deep. I'm not saying that the people who are deep on the inside are not beautiful, but I'm just saying somebody who's very deep, okay, but really beautiful on the outside. So there's a really special relationship that is going to come through. But I'm talking about a friendship, because it's almost as if this particular person is just having a very strong connection with your spiritual life, with your spiritual journey. Virgos, my babies. Somebody from the past life, somebody whom you have been very strongly connected in your past life, like a friend. It's about to re-enter your life, and that's why you're just gonna find a kind of like a start feeling connected to this person, and you wouldn't normally get on. You're so different to this person, completely different. And that's why I'm saying that this is going to be very interesting, because this person has been like attracted by this new dimension, a new beginning, new stage in your life. Okay, and it's a great accomplishment you are going to have. Absolutely great accomplishment that you are going to have this week, my beautiful, my gorgeous Virgos. You're going to feel really good. You're going to feel really powerful. You're going to have such an amazing confidence. I'm so happy for you. And also, it is the influence from somebody in your family, somebody really good, somebody really amazing, somebody really incredible who can tell you the way things exactly are. That particular person is going to have an amazing influence, because they're going to tell you something, and that is going to shake your world a little bit. You're not going to like it, because it's going to be the truth about yourself, but you will know that this is the truth, and you will know that this is what you're going to have to change, and you will know that this is something you're going to have to act on. But only somebody who knows you really well can tell you this. So don't get upset or something like that, okay? Just go for it. And you may get upset a little bit, but then later on it's just going to be like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I need to do. Of course. Why am I getting pissed off? Why am I pissed off? Why am I angry? You see? One step at a time, my babies. One step at a time. And also there's something bright prospect is going to come through. Someone is going to offer something to you this week, and you're going to like it, and you're going to be thinking, and I have to say to you, do not rush into anything like as such, just step away from the situation. Don't make any big decisions this week. Week after that, absolutely great. But if you can't make any other time this big decision, then do it. But if you can just do it the week after, then do it the week after, okay? But do not miss the opportunity. The only reason why I said do it week after, because you will end up with just slightly more than you would normally end up with, because it's a slightly different week. However, in order not to miss the opportunity, just go for it. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to make you feel really pleasured, and it's just going to give you satisfaction and happiness, so you will know that this is the right thing to do indeed. Okay, what else I was going to say, Virgo? Okay, so I'm having my moments. Okay, so basically what else I was going to say, a lot is going to be happening this week, so that's why it's just going to affect you a little bit energetically. Not that you're going to be tired completely or something like that, but I just need you highly to understand that there is a lot going to be happening in Virgo. So you're very complex, you're very deep, you're very spiritual. So whatever is happening, you're picking up a lot, like Aquarius can pick up a lot, empaths, an empath. You're very strongly empath, so you're going to pick up things around you and energy around you, and whatever is going on, it's just going to affect you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, by the end of the day, it's going to drain your energy. So the energy levels are going to be a little bit like, so that's why I just need you, Virgos, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully, because I'm going to say this only once. Hello again. Oh my God! Sorry. Okay, so basically, for that, I highly suggest you please get spirulina. Papalina. No, spirulina. Please get spirulina. It's so essential. I cannot stress how important spirulina is for the actual energy. Please, spirulina is like a type of a blue-green algae. It's like a blue-green algae, but it's slightly different type. But it's like basically called spirulina. It's absolutely remarkably brilliant when it comes to vitamins, when it comes to minerals, when it comes to all these nutritious, beautiful things. One of the most nutritious and one of the most powerful things from the sea that you can get is actually spirulina. And I can tell you, get spirulina, which is organic and without any rubbish ingredients. You know how much I hate chemicals. I don't like chemicals. I don't like soya. Okay, I don't like chemicals, I don't like soya, I don't like any added ingredients that are not meant to be in there. So try to get like organic spirulina, just with spirulina in, okay? And you will see, take this spirulina throughout the week and you will see amazing, just like take 2 tablets or 2 capsules or powder the very first thing in the morning, like in combination with vitamin C, okay? You don't have to take a combination with vitamin C, but you can take like a spirulina like a very first thing in the morning, and you will see how it's going to help you and rejuvenate you in so many different levels, but you will be able to feel this beautiful energy. I would recommend you to have a spirulina not only now, but every time when you feel really tired, but especially in this week, spirulina is something that you're actually going to benefit from it like there is no tomorrow. If you have any other medications, please check with your doctor or your GP whether you can take spirulina or not, because only your doctor, only your GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not, or whether you can take this if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Okay, what else I was going to say? Oh, there is somebody very special going to be around you, and you may miss this special person, so you need to have your eyes wide open. You need to notice someone special around you this week. Okay, what else I was going to say? It's just basically like when it comes to the actual relationship, when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, you see, let me tell you something. It is an important moment that you are going to have, and you just need to remember patience. A big moment is going to happen in between you and your partner. Something really big, something really huge, something really emotional, something really powerful, and something really life-changing. But something that you wanted for a really long time, and something that you both understood that this is just going to take a time, and when the time is right, you will be able to actually have this adjustment. It's all about compatibility in between you, and it's all about the adjustment, and it's all about the certain influence that you are going to have this week. And that particular certain influence that you are going to have this week is just gonna make you realize that the time is near when you two are going to kind of need to make a really big decision. But the bottom line is that the good thing in here is that the things are working out how they should, things are unfolding in the way they should unfold, and now this is going to be the important week for the realizing that it's just a little bit longer and the big change is about to happen. You will be able to do something really huge as a couple together. So this is going to be quite big. When it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, it's exactly the same thing that I said last week. Not exactly the same thing that I said last week, but very similar. You're just going to be very sexy this week. You're going to feel very sexy this week. You're going to feel very radiant this week. And this week is all about you meeting new people, all about you going out, all about you communicating, all about you talking to people, it's all about kind of like a meeting new people and being part of the different dimensions, and that in itself is just going to be so good for you. Oh, Virgos, you're being naughty, because this week they're going to be actually a couple of people that are going to be very interesting, and I think that you will be flirting a lot, and I think that's important because in flirting you will find something significant. There is a particular realization that you are going to have. Okay, none of the people that you will be flirting with this week you're going to end up with. It's not about that. It's not about just ending up with people having like a little bit of kissy or something, but it's all about going a little bit deeper than that, and all about like a certain realization that you are going to have through this. It's just about the flirting. It is the power that you will gain through confidence. Okay? Because there are people that are going to be like liking you. You're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. Well, I can't believe they fancy me. And that's exactly what you need. Okay, so now basically the next sign that I'm going to do is going to be Libera. My gorgeous Libera, I told you so many times, I tell you every single week to behave. You never behave. behave for once. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, and it's just like basically this is just so good because this is going to be the week of fun. Now, the week of fun is going to be very significant for your life stage this year, because there is someone, it's going to be revealed. Somebody's going to become the part of the scenario. When you are having fun, when you are meeting other people, when you are going to be surrounded by other people that you don't know. Mind you, when I say when you are having fun, you could be outside, you could be surrounded by the people like at work or something, and it's like 10 of you outside and you're having fun. You could be having fun in this way. However, something very intelligent is going to be going on. Something very interesting conversation is going to be going on. Something that is going to be very deep and very different and very particular, and something also that you can only talk to people that you really get on with, that you really understand, that they understand you back. Some kind of compassionate situation is going to happen because somebody is going to require your help. Somebody is going to require your help, and that person is not going to tell you this. That person is somebody that you know, somebody that is connected to you. Somebody is not doing well, but they're not saying emotionally. Somebody is not doing well, and you are the one. You are the person who needs to find out who this is. Somebody is also like kind of needs to go and check their heart. Somebody in your surroundings just need to go and check their heart. It's nothing bad, nothing negative or something like that, but it's just it's just to do with like maybe some kind of cholesterol levels with somebody in the family. So it's not like, please don't get me like, oh, somebody needs to check their heart, something is wrong with their heart. No, please. No, somebody needs to check their heart, but I meant like cholesterol levels. So somebody, that particular person in the family, somebody who means to you a lot, maybe letter N, the N for N, maybe letter N, somehow N for Nadia, N for Nadia, or Nina, or Nini, or Nunu. It's letter for N. It may be like and letter N and R for Robert, are going to be very significant when it comes to this particular person. Okay, so you need to go and check. You need to go and do this. And if you don't check, then try to like maybe check with the doctor, check with the GP if you can. But if you can't, then it's just so important to maybe take like omega-3, what I said before, or like a garlic, or combination of garlic and omega-3. Garlic, I would take like, my goodness, like almost every day. I mean, it's a little bit of smell, but who cares, you know? But then you can take it in a capsule or tablet form. But allicin in garlic is quite important. But on another hand, what else I was going to say, it's just basically like garlic and the combination of flaxseed oil. Whether you take it in a fish oil or whether you're going to take it in a flaxseed oil, it's just so important. Omega-3 essential fatty acids. So somebody in your family, if you think that they're not well, this is most certainly going to be something that they're going to need, something that they're basically missing. What else I was going to say, you see, I like it, because it's just like, I like it. You're going to be happy this week. You're going to be really excited this week, and this is when the whole happiness is going to come back. And it's going to happen in the form of you feeling very good with your own accomplishment. You feeling very good with a certain stage that you took on recently. There's something that started within the last 2 years in your life, and you weren't too sure, you weren't certain where your life is going to go and how is it going to develop. And now this is just going to kind of be your own sign, your own confirmation, where you are at right now, and how far you have come, how far you need to go, and what else you need to do in order to move on with your life. There is going to be like some kind of discontinuous of effort. You need to kind of like realize, what do you need to stop? Just remember, the certain stage is coming to the end. Such a certain stage of your life needs to come to an end, and it's coming to an end slowly. And you just need to like kind of like you need to see what this is, and it's to do with a certain success, like some kind of focus that you had towards something, but this is not working anymore. And now most certainly this is coming to an end, and you will see what it is. You've tried what you tried, you did what you did, you do what you do, you've done what you've done, but now this is going to be something very strongly connected to that, and it's connected to the last 8 months as well. The last within the last 8 months, this was very strongly, very strong. Actually, these feelings, these emotions about this particular stage, particular journey of your life. This is so important. Remember, within the last 8 months, see what this is, because there is also going to be the new ocean. By the time we get to the 21st of April, the new ocean is going to become available to you, which is going to seem and be straight away so much more attractive than just like kind of keep on kind of like focusing towards the stage of our life that actually came to an end. There is also resources. My beautiful Libras, you're so powerful, you're very sharp, you're very significant, your balance is like ooh la la. You've got everything you need to have in order to move on with your life. You don't need to wait for anyone. You don't need to wait for certain things. This life is too short to waste. I'm saying this life, as I said before, we are on this earth. This earth is not our home. Our home is somewhere else. We're only here to learn in order for our spirit to evolve, okay? And once our spirit evolves, then we go. If it didn't learn enough, we can come back and we have to learn and do the certain lessons again. So now, what else I was going to say to you, this is just so good, because you're going to realize it's something responsible. You have been very responsible, and I'm so happy. And at those times where you were uncertain as well about your life, you know, like maybe in the last few months, oh God, I'm not too sure, I'm so bored, you know. Now this is the balance, is absolutely brilliant, and that balance that is coming through, it's coming through, as I said, through your own success, through your own material attainment, and through your own advantage. So basically also you're going to find yourself in a situation where you are going to realize, oh my God, not only that you've got all the resources that you need, you've got more that you need in order to move on with your life and in order to do what you want to do. But of course it's to do with a certain discontinuation, okay? It's to do with a new beginning, but that beginning is going to happen, is going to start when you realize the discontinuation of the certain stage of your life is about to happen. And then you are going to also have a really important negotiation. You're going to have a crazily important negotiation this week, and the negotiation that you are going to have is just going to give you the complete success and gain. On another hand, if you do not have any negotiations this week, you see, if you only hear about it, but you can, and then maybe you'll hear like, oh yeah, you're gonna have negotiation like about a couple of weeks time. Try to make the negotiation on that particular week to happen within this particular week, okay? Because you're going to end up with so much more. This is your week, this is your energy, this is your dimension, this is your power. And I repeat, it happens like with everything. You start with everything you do, with everything you go for. If you need to go for a job, Try to apply for as many jobs as you like. If you want promotion, go and talk to your boss manager, okay? If you want more people, if you are self-employed, more clients, go for it, do as much as you can, and the return is going to be huge. And if you are retired, this is going to be huge. This is going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing week, because you are about to rediscover yourself. You are about to rediscover your strength. You are about to rediscover your power. And that in itself is just going to give you absolutely wonderful, wonderful balance indeed. Okay? What else I was going to say is just basically that also fertility is going to be very strong this week. Fertility. So if the fertility means something to you, the fertility is going to be absolutely super powerful. So if you want to have a little baby, little bambina or little bambino, then you can just go for it this week, and it well may happen really, really beautifully, but it may not even be surprised, because I'm telling you this right now. What else I was going to say? Certain unfinished business is going to bounce back, okay? You will have a turning point this week, my babies, indeed, by the end of the 21st. And the turning point is going to happen when the unfinished business come back. An unfinished business that you are going to come back, that is going to come back, is just going to happen out of the blue. It's going to come out of the blue. You're going to start thinking about it again. You're going to start feeling emotionally attached to it again, indeed. And that you need in order to actually start a huge new journey in your life. Okay, what else I was going to say, my beautiful Libra, is that basically when it comes to your health, you see the energy levels are going to be absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. And what else I was going to say, that your neck, you see your neck is going to be the sensitive area, top of your shoulder, but it's more your neck, especially your neck, and this area is just going to be so sensitive indeed. Try to sleep in the right way, try to sleep on the side, try to have the right pillow, okay? And it's just so important, try to sit in the correct way, and even more importantly, try to get someone to give you a little massage if they can, if you can get a little massage like throughout this week, every now and then, and try to sit in the right way. And this is what you need to do. And also try to do a little exercises, with your neck, like do, look on that side, then look on that side, look up, look down, then you go all around, then you go back. Just do as much as you can, like a gentle exercises, and make sure that you need to keep your neck really nice and supple. Make sure that you look in the right direction, and make sure that you're not blocked. This is going to help you so much. And of course, drink lots of water. What else I was going to say is that, for those of you that are in relationship, my beautiful Libras, it's the very important journey. It's going to become very significant, very important journey. And you and your partner are both going to be the part of this journey. And this journey is also going to be very strongly attached to the numbers 14, 15, and 16. Okay, it's 14 and 15 and 16 are going to be strongly connected numbers to this particular journey. But however, you will both be part of this journey, and there is something very important that is going to happen to both of you when you go to this journey. It is not so much about the journey, it is not so much about the trip, it is not so much about if you go to this journey in this particular week, or you just book on this particular week and you go at some other time. There's the energy still going to be attached to this, but you as a couple are going to have a really amazing idea, okay, when you go to this trip or journey, whenever you decide to go, as long as it's booked on this particular week. Watch this spacey, okay? Now, when it comes to those of you, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, this is what I was going to say. You are going to be all around the place this week. You're going to be flirting a lot. You're going to be meeting lots of people. You're going to be attracting all sorts of people that are going to make you feel so good, so vavavoom, and so sexy about yourself. And I like it. I can see that shyness in your face. I can see that twinkle in your eye. I can see how excited you're going to be. And let me tell you something, let me tell you something. This is just going to be probably one of the best weeks when it comes to flirtation. But it's not only that, one of the best weeks when it comes to the certain realization about a new stage, new starting point in your life, connecting to somebody else. A romance. Oh la la, Liberini. Prepare to be swept of your feet. There is someone very, very cool coming through. There is someone very powerful coming over. And that person is just going to be having the direct impact on your life like no one else before. Indeed. You may not like straight away start kissy with that person. Or you may not start straight away start to have a relationship with this person. But most certainly, a romance and somebody really mind-blowing is coming, and it's about to have an amazing impact on your life. Oh my God, my beautiful Libras, prepare to be swept off your feet. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is a Scorpio. Come out to play. Scorpio, come out to play. There is going to be the situation that you are going to be the part of that before that situation comes through, because before that situation unfolds, you will know that you will be the part of this situation, so you're going to be aware of it and you're not going to like it, and you're just kind of going to start feeling very negatively and quite low about it, because as soon as you start thinking about it, there are certain vibrations that are going to bounce back, and then it's going to reflect to you on you in such a way when it's going to make you feel really negative, because you are going to have a certain frame of mind towards that situation that is just going to be keep on bringing you down. But let me tell you something, my beautiful Scorpio, you are in for a huge, massive surprise. I'm telling you that it's a negative situation that you thought you were like completely psychic about. You thought that it's just going to work in one way, work in a certain way. Well, this is what life learns us. This is when the life surprises us. And this is at the same time when we learn our message as well, because your spiritual journey with this particular problem, huge problem that was dragging you down, that was preventing you to fly, it's coming to an end. And that's why suddenly the situation, the part of the situation that you are going to be invited to be, that you're not going to have a choice, you think about it negatively. Now suddenly you're just going to have a completely different insight with this, and this is fantastic, and it means so much. And as I said, because your spiritual journey came to an end, and you have actually done a really big work. Karmically, you have finished your work with this, so your spirit is about to evolve on the whole new level. So the situation that you're going to find really negative, you're going to be surrounded by other people normally like this. Now there is something going to be really challenging, really good, and something very, very victorious, something very successful, and it's also going to be like a really good challenge and a really good adventure. And this is exactly why is this happening, because this is going to make you feel really creative, this is going to give you the whole new initiative, and this is also going to be kind of having a really wonderful harmony in your life of the people around you, and also it's just going to be your own rebirth. My goodness, Scorpio, I said, come out to play. Scorpio, this is exactly what it is, my beautiful bambinis. Okay, Scorpio, come out to play, because this is your time of awakening, this is your time of reawakening, this is your time of new beginning, this is the time when you're gonna feel the whole new passion. This is most certainly your time of the year. This is your time of the year in general, when you start with your own like a reawakening and awakening anyway, but vibrationally this is actually bringing you the whole new balance. The balance that is coming through is also going to kind of suddenly going to give you the two new options. Whatever you do, couple of new options are going to become available. Couple of new options are going to become significant, and you will want these options to kind of become the part of your everyday lives. I like it, because only like about a few weeks ago you would be like, absolutely not, this would be very conflicting, this would be really negative, this would be like a rushing into decisions, and now this is all about a rebirth. Now this is all about a readjustment. Now this is all about you being very responsible. You've been very responsible, and this, my beautiful Scorpionis, is going to see, I'm dropping them all. This is going to be just a second. this is going to bring you an amazing balance. And that balance that you are going to, this balance that you are going to have, it's all about you, and it's all about you realizing and of course accepting, you know, certain things that are changing now, instead of like kind of being like a little bit nervous, a little bit uncertain about. You will know exactly that this is all about you, this is all about your new direction, this is all about a new experience that is just going to become like a whole new adventure, but then at the same time it's just going to bring you the whole new hope into your life, the whole new inspiration, and that in itself is just going to bring you the satisfaction, pleasure and happiness that you didn't feel in a long time. And you will feel like you want to make a really big change, you know, as well when it comes to your home. That few of the signs will want to make a really big change when it comes to home, when it comes to like a home environment changes, but it's nothing unusual at all when it comes to this particular time of the year. This is just so good for you indeed. What else I was going to say, you're just going to find yourself being very free, and you're also going to have a certain spirit around you. There's a certain spirit around you that is only going to be around you this week, and it's never going to come back again. And that particular certain spirit that is going to be around you, floating around you, is going to be traveling around you, is going to be somebody very smart, somebody who used to be very clever in the real life, and somebody who didn't know you, somebody who never knew you, somebody who never known you, but somebody who feels very much attached to you, very much attracted to you. This is the certain spirit that is going to be around you, and that particular spirit is just going to have a very important message for you. The message that you are going to have is just going to be completely connected on you, on your activity, on the new determination that is coming into your sign, on the new determination that you are going to have. The spirit is also going to be very strongly masculine, very strongly male spirit. That's what I can feel, that's what I can sense indeed, and it's just so much attracted to you. And this is the first time that this spirit is going to be around you, and it's only going to be throughout this week. And as I said, that is going to be the spirit that is just going to be pushing you without even realizing, and making you more determined, okay, with a new stage, a new stage of your life. So therefore you're going to feel full of ideas, you're going to feel full of designs and things like that, and that is just going to be absolutely perfect week to start things over, to do new things, and to be very artistic, very abstractive, you know, just to try to paint a picture in a slightly different way, try to be different, do the things differently, because this is all going to be about you using your own intuition. There's going to be the certain question that somebody is going to ask you, and it's going to be a very strange question, and you're going to be kind of blown away a little bit, because you will not realize, oh my god, wow, is that, I can't believe they're asking me this. Now remember, you need to use your own intuition indeed. You need to use your own wisdom. You are going to be super wise this week, but then again, at the same time, you are going to have this spirit that is going to be floating around you. And that spirit that is going to be floating and be around you, it's going to be showing you places and taking you places without you even realizing, and it's going to be kind of pushing you towards the right direction without you even realizing, and it's also going to be guiding you. This is going to be an amazing spirit guide this week that is just going to be directly responsible for you actually choosing the right direction, for you choosing the right ideas, and for you kind of feeling very artistic and very determined. It's a wonderful combination that you're going to feel, wonderful combination that you are going to have, and at the same, that in itself is just going to bring you so much love, so much power, so much optimism indeed. You know, it is just all about prosperity and well-being and luxury. I like it because you will also find yourself in a situation where you will kind of realize, you know, this is absolutely brilliant, and you're going to be able to do something really nice, something really special for yourself, and I really like it. And perhaps you will want to buy something really big, perhaps you will want to start something really big, perhaps you will want to have a really big beginning, or you will want to do something really huge, but you required or you needed a certain amount of money. It is going to be absolutely brilliant time of rewards indeed. You were patient, and now, my beautiful Scorpios, this is most certainly your time. It's most certainly time to go out and play. This is going to be your beautiful time of the year, your beautiful week that is only going to be the beginning. Very good week when it comes to the actual relationships, relationships, and very good week when it comes to meeting new people, going out, finding yourself being part of the strange and new situations, which is going to be the answer and the key to so much. But at the same time, the people from the past as well are going to make a connection and reconnect with you, and it's just so important for you to reconnect with them, because there's the particular person from the past that is going to tell you something so interesting about yourself. Okay. Sorry. What else I was going to say is the sorry. Okay, now my babies, when it comes to like the health, you see that the energy levels are going to be like ooh la la, va va voom. You are going to feel really great energy. You are going to have a really great energy levels, and that in itself is just going to make you feel optimistic and very happy. Okay, when it comes to your life and when it comes to like certain things that are going to be going on, decisions that you're going to be making. But on another hand, just a little bit of like a negative energy around your head, negative energy when it comes to your head, just maybe a little bit of headaches, because you're going to be thinking a lot, and that might give you a little bit of pressure. So just try to drink as much as you can, water. Try to avoid coffee, and even if you drink coffee, try to drink as little as you can, but try to kind of drink as much as water as you can. And I highly suggest that you have a combination of magnesium tablets and CoQ10. Magnesium and CoQ10. Both of these supplements, tablets or capsules, please, kind of, if you can make sure that they're 100% like natural, without any rubbish ingredients or without any terrible ingredients or without any unnecessary ingredients. By the same time, please, if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, on any other medications, please check with your doctor, if your GP, because only your doctor, only your GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications. But the combination of magnesium and CoQ10, it's absolutely mind-blowing when it comes to like our head and things like that. So this is something I highly recommend. For those of you that are actually in relationship, now this is for those of you that are in relationship, this is a brilliant time, because your partner is going to kind of have a certain opportunity now. It's not going to arise straight away in that week, but your partner is going to be they will let know your partner, so your partner is going to be aware of the fact that there's a new opportunity about to happen, and that in itself is just going to be a huge turning point and huge new start for both of you, because you're both going to benefit from this indeed. When it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, you see, great week to meet people, great week to flirt, great week to have a fun, but nothing serious. This is not a week to meet someone amazing. This is not a week to start some kind of love. The reason why I say this is because there is just somebody that is danger. Who's singing that? Sorry, danger. There is a song like this. It comes to my mind. So there is some kind of little snake that is in the grass, and I don't like this snake, because I'm sorry, but that person is going to try to be around you, be with you, or maybe that person will kind of make themselves known, but it's a little snake in the grass, and I would like to stay away from them. They're not too sure what they want, but all they do is they're using people. Oh, not a nice person at all. So please just try to stay away from that person. There's something wrong with this person, but especially when it comes to their balance and low vibration indeed. So to actually have a great time, flirt with people, that's fine, meeting with people, meeting with friends, but to actually meet someone new, no, next week, not this week. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about is, of course, Sagittarius, you beautiful Sagittarius. Your week is going to start with an amazing business, not business, but business. You will be very busy, sorry, as in busy. You will be very busy. You're going to be like, oh my God, it's going to seem like a really big tornado, like a really huge tornado. So much is going to be happening. By the same time, you're just going to find yourself part of this dimension, part of this energy, part of this situation where you're just going to kind of really not going to have a choice. You're just going to have to listen to yourself, follow your own intuition again, and also like just kind of keep on doing things as much as you can, because things are going to be happening really quickly, and there is a particular decision that you're going to need to make this week, and you're going to need to make this week, and if you don't make this decision this week about your life, about your direction, then you're not going to have this option again. So there is some very important option that is going to become available this week to you, but it's not going to come as an option. It's going to be masked, and it's going to come as a form of like a certain additional thing that you are doing already, that you're focusing already, but later on, 8 months, exactly 8 months later on, so we are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So towards the end of December 2019, this is just going to become very big, very huge, and very significant. Exactly what am I saying now? What you need to remember is just like sometimes in life, you know, there is a swift activity, that brings a swift energy, and that fast energy, you just have to trust yourself and just go for it, and go for it, and don't kind of waste your time. You know, just do as much as you can, really. But there is a certain option that you are going to have this week, and that particular option that you are going to have this week, you are just the kind of it is just going to come as in form of like a certain an additional thing that you're already doing, as I'm already saying. But this is going to be huge in December, by the end of December 2019. It is just, you have to like keep your eyes open. You have to be very, very firmly on the ground. You know, you have to like kind of like keep on like concentration, keep being concentrated, and just keep doing as much as you can, because you by doing as much as you can and not overthinking about things, it's going to be the key. You just need to kind of focus and do what you're doing. Don't think too much, you know, although you're going to be deeply concentrating towards what you are doing already, and that concentration and that power and that energy is just going to shake things up and bring you into completely different dimension, which is going to make you become a part of the completely different dimension vibration, and that in itself is just going to give you the reason to celebrate, because it's going to make you realize something really important about yourself, and it's also going to help you to release so much stress and so much anxiety, that you were holding in later. It was accessing you. It was affecting your neck and affecting your shoulders. You know, in the last year, you Sagittarius, my beautiful people, had lots of problems with your shoulders and with your neck, like a little bit of stiffness, just purely because subconsciously you were like a little bit anxious and stressed about a certain stage in your life. Now, this is all going to make sense, like for you so much. And also, you're going to be the part of the competition this week. The part of the competition that you are going to have, you're going to do really great, and the outcome is going to be that you're going to be able to do something really significant with one of your possessions, or with your own possession that you couldn't do before, you know. And also, don't forget that there is going to be like a kind of like somebody's going to try to have like a little bit of a conflict with you, and this is going to be like either client or either person at work. And if you're retired, there is still like maybe perhaps it depends what you do and where you are surrounded by the people, and when you are in touch with people, just make sure that you don't bite. Make sure that you don't like kind of go down that road, because there is no point to kind of like be really low vibrational when it comes to these things. So it's the best to kind of step away from the situation and just like kind of wait for all this to go. However, it is all about, this week is all about your own particular satisfaction, accomplishment, and favorable social relationships. There's certain people from the past as well that are going to play an important role in your life, because you're not going to meet them, you're not going to be in touch with them, but there is some kind of like realization that you are going to have that you need to reconnect. So therefore you will kind of be that step closer to reconnecting with the people that are really important in your life. Okay, what else I was going to say, that you also when it comes to your health, now my beautiful Sagittarius, when it comes to your health, it's basically all, do you know what, this is going to sound really weird, but it is the actual energy is just going to be really good. The energy levels are going to be really good. So you're going to find yourself like being the part of the situations that you wouldn't normally be part of. But also, believe me or not, the energy levels are going to reflect on you really optimistically, and you're going to be able to achieve so much more this week. So if you do have lots of things to do, if you do have plenty of things to do, you're just waiting for the right moment, right time. Now this week most certainly is going to be the right week to do it. Just make sure, you know, health-wise is going to be brilliant. I don't see anything bad whatsoever. In fact, I'm seeing that you will need to eat like a fruit, especially apples. Try to eat as much as fruit this week. It's going to help you so much with your rejuvenation. It's going to help you with so much with your vibration. It's going to help you with so much with your energy, believe me or not. But apple, if you can have an organic apple every single day, you're going to be benefiting from it so much, because apple is going to be the main thing that is going to help you to get rid of the certain toxins in your body that you are going to have this week, that in particular are going to be significant this week. So apple every single day, an organic apple if you can have, would be fantastic. Okay, so what else I was going to say now, for those of you that are actually in relationship, this is an amazing week for those of you in relationship, because there is something really important going to happen, something really big is going to happen in between you two, something really significant is going to happen. This is just, I'm so happy for you, because this is going to answer so many questions that you had about your life and about your future with a certain person, because this is going to be the week when the certain things are going to become really evident to you. But it's going to be good, it's going to be amazing, and most certainly it's going to take the relationship on the whole new level. This is going to be huge indeed. For those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, now for those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, I like it, because there is a certain person that is going to show their interest. That particular person that is going to show their interest is just going to be very important to you, because there is some kind of connection with this person that you have that is kind of is helping you to remember somebody else, but it's nothing to do with the love life, nothing to do with the previous lover, previous boyfriend, previous girlfriend, or something like that. But it's this person that is just going to be some kind of advancement to you, but it's reminding you of somebody, a prominent figure in your life, but it's not your partner or something like that, of a good friend, like a really wise, good friend indeed. And this person is just going to be really good for you, because it is just going to be some kind of advancement. But at the same time, you will know that if you would go down this road, not down that road, but if you will take this on, if you will go with this person to have a relationship with, you will know that there are certain changes that you are going to need to make, certain readjustments that you are going to need to make. So this person is coming with a certain readjustments. Okay, which readjustments these are, you're gonna find out, Sagittarius. Okay, the next sign that I'm going to talk about is going to be, of course, Capricorn, my gorgeous Capricornius. Clever, amazing, powerful Capricorn. You are just going to have to not to rush into decisions this week. Somebody is going to kind of try to trick you into something, but not intentionally. Somebody is going to kind of offer something to you, the person in your life, the person in your working life, the person in your life, like maybe if you're retired, it depends what you do. Just try to be careful, because somebody's going to offer something to you. That's the bottom line. And do not rush into decisions whatsoever. You need to stay away from that this week. Stay away from any big decisions this week, and just do it the week after. After the 21st, 22nd, there you go, straight away. It's going to be absolutely brilliant, and it's going to bring so much more. But this is not going to be the great week to rush into decisions this week. Just remember, patience. This is what you need to remember. On another hand, what else I was going to say is that it's a great abandonment that you are going to have when it comes to money, when it comes to the finances, when it comes to your career, when it comes to the certain realization that you are going to have this week. And that realization that you are going to have this week is just really going to kind of make you think. This is going to be a really deep moment for you the whole week, really deep thinking moment. So that's why I'm saying, don't rush into decisions, because you're going to be super clever, you're going to be super smart, but when it comes to getting things out and saying things out then and there, it's not the right time, because it's not going to bring the right balance. That's why you have to wait, you have to think, you have to focus, you have to readjust yourself a little bit, and anything that you think of, anything that you think about, you kind of action next week, but most certainly not this week. What else I was going to say, that is actually now, it is all about your own particular suspension. There is the certain suspension that you are going to feel, certain transition that you are going to feel. When I say a suspension, it's just basically an adjustment that about your life, a readjustment. It's going to become really evident, and that particular readjustment that is going to become evident is connected to the certain person in your life. So therefore, you can't change this if it doesn't come from you. You can't change this if it doesn't come from them. So it needs to come from both of you. But this is all coming through. This is all coming forward. So it's all about you understanding and being sympathetic indeed. And also, you are going to get an amazing advice. Amazing advice this week that is just going to be kind of like directly connected to your change, directly connected to reversal of your life. You know, this is so good, so good, so good. I'm not saying that you were bored. I'm not saying that you didn't know what to do. I'm not saying that your life was really boring, but most certainly no, this is a bit of a shaky, happy that it's coming, because you, my beautiful Capricorn, is just going towards the massive and the biggest change of your life. I cannot tell you how big this is going to be, because it's just completely connected to the part of your life that came to an end, and that's why it was just a little bit boring to you. So that's why this is going to bring you really wonderful action. It's going to bring you really amazing turning point, and now it is also going to kind of make you realize that there is a certain sacrifice that you are going to need to have, and that sacrifice that you are going to need to have in order to move on with your life is just going to be about a certain readjustment, regeneration, because this is going to be your own rebirth. I cannot explain now how important this week is going to be, and it's also going to make you feel very deep. But this deepness that you are going to have, that you're going to feel, as I said, is going to make you feel really sharp with certain stages of your life, especially when it comes to the certain learning experience. You need to kind of chill out this week and see what you feel drawn to, what you want to learn next. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to like maybe promotion, or would you like to move on completely? This is the week for thinking, because you are going to be illuminated. You're going to be illuminated just like this candle. Look, you're going to be strongly illuminated just like this candle, okay? And just imagine this candle just all around you throughout the week, and illuminating around you everything, illuminating all those areas and all those stages in your life that you don't normally see. And that's why I'm saying that you're going to be super wise and super powerful, and you need to see what is illuminated to you. Write down, like when you wake up in the morning, if you have any strange thoughts, if you have any unusual information, any unusual words, write it down. If you feel drawn to like certain things, write it down. Throughout the whole week, just write down what you feel drawn to, because that is going to be your superpower. That is going to be your magic flower. That is going to be your particular beautiful, amazing lotus moment. And lotus moment is going to reveal an amazing new stage in your life that is about to unfold. Just watch this space indeed. Okay, the financial situation is just going to start improving, and I'm really happy for you, because it looks like you're going to help someone, whether this is going to be like a family member, whether this is going to be a friend. Somebody's going to need your friend, like I suppose financially, and you will be able to help them. You will be in a position to help them, and that's absolutely brilliant. And I can see that you're going to be very indecisive, because somebody's going to be offered to you. It's all about you doing well at work. You'll be watched, but you will do really well, and you'll be aware of that. Somebody's going to be praising you up, and you're going to like this, because that is going to be your vavavoom. That is going to be your spiritual petrol. That is going to be your spiritual power. That is going to be the moment of that amazing flower. And that's what I'm saying. So this is going to be so brilliant, and something big is going to happen. Something huge is going to happen when it comes to your own progress, when it comes to your work, when it comes to career. My God, my God, really good news. And also I'm seeing an apprenticeship, okay? So I'm seeing an apprenticeship that is going to be very significant. So you're going to be very committed to the task at hand. Just remember, keep going, keep going, keep going, and you're just going to, even without realizing, you're going to end up with more. You're going to be dealing with more things around. You're going to have more work without you even realizing. It is going to be invisible to start with, but then later on you will see what have you done karmically, and a hugely important week karmically indeed. You don't necessarily get things and see things straight away as they are, but then later on this is all going to start making sense like there is no tomorrow. When it comes to the actual health, you're just going to need to make sure now, it's so important to get it right. Work-life balance. You need to make sure that you have a work-life balance. So if you're working a lot, make sure you're exercising, and also make sure that you kind of like avoid, maybe if you can, alcohol this week. If you're drinking, try to avoid like cigarettes. If you're smoking, just try to be as healthy as possible, and try to also go to sleep on time. Just try to get like about 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It's going to be absolutely remarkable for you, because it's going to reflect on you looking really beautiful. But on the other hand, when it comes to the energy wise, this is going to be something so important for you to do. And try to drink also lots of water this week, but the most importantly, try to drink throughout the week. Very first thing in the morning, like a glass of water, still water, not a tap water. If you can have like a bottled water, like a natural mineral water, okay? If you can have, and just have it like a squeeze of lemon, and if you can get like a lemon, the whole lemon, basically every single thing, like a first thing in the morning, and the lemon needs to be like a not waxed, basically just the organic lemon if possible, so much better. Wax is not needed, most certainly. And try to drink this every single day in the morning. It's going to help you to get rid of the certain toxins, okay? And also, what else I was going to say, examine your personal interactions this week, because there is going to be an amazing realization about someone. It's all going to make sense, don't worry. Okay, so now, my beautiful babies, now I'm going to say what is going to happen, like with those of you that are actually in relationship. Now your partner is going to feel a little bit strange this week. Your partner is going to be a little bit weird this week, and your partner is going to have their hermit moment. Now a hermit moment is also very important, like I said, as I said, and it's like all about a certain illumination. But the way this is going to reflect on you and your relationship is just like your partner is going to seem a little bit strange, your partner is going to seem a little bit weird. Just try to like kind of like not avoid each other, but just try to like kind of like make sure that there is the right balance, and make sure like everything is okay, which is going to be. But it's just like if your partner does seem a little bit strange this week, a little bit unusual this week, just remember that your partner is going through their own hermit moment, through their own illumination moment, which is just going to be really good for both of you later on. But it's also going to have a really wonderful self-illuminating experience for both of you and your relationship, because there is some kind of really interesting point going to come out of it, really interesting idea that you're both going to be benefiting from. Okay, and now for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, most certainly avoid any kind of like important relationships, because somebody's just somebody's going to try to dominate you, and that particular person is going to try to dominate you. You may find a little bit attractive, a little bit nice, but it is just like some kind of domination that you are going to feel, and you're not going to like it. You will be able to pinpoint what that is, but that domination to start with is not going to seem that bad, if that makes sense. So it's going to be like a strong person to start with. It's going to make you feel in this way, and it's going to confuse you. You will be able to feel it, sense it, but trust me, later on this will be somebody bad. So just stay away from this particular person. It's just somebody who's in some kind of crisis, somebody who's not having the right balance, and somebody who's going through something really difficult, and it's very, very dishonest. I'm sorry, but it seems to be like some kind of part of your spiritual journey, and it's just, I'm trying to let you know just to stay away from this person, okay, please, because it's not going to be the right person. But you will know who this is, because you will be able to sense it. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be, of course, Aquarius. Aquarius, na 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 na, ba 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 bum. Aquarius. Okay, my gorgeous, my beautiful Aquarius, your week is going to start like, oh my God! You are going to have like a really moment. You will be so indecisive. Okay, I just need you to be really careful and do not rush into any decisions. Please. You're going to be really indecisive. There are a couple of things that you're going to be thinking about right at the beginning of this week, and both of the things are going to be equally strong, both of these things are going to be equally powerful, and both of the things are going to be good for you, and both of the things are going to be connected to your own particular accomplishments, but they're going to take a time, but they're going to kind of like really come really quickly, like a little dolphin like this, this week. It's going to like become visible, and then it's just going to go back into the water again, just like a dolphin like that. And that's how quickly this is, oh gosh, wait, sorry. That's how quickly this is actually going to happen. You see, that's how quickly this is going to happen. And all you need to do is just to remember, basically, all you need to do is just to remember, do not to rush into the decision, because if you rush into the decision, the energy is not going to be the right, and then you at the same time are going to be become the part of this situation that is just going to make you to become part of the dimension that you shouldn't really be. Because if you do go for it, and if you do kind of like go for both of these decisions, like this week it's not going to be really good, but like basically only week after is going to be absolutely fantastic. So please, week after, I wouldn't even say 22nd, but I would say from the 24th and 25th of April onwards. From the 24th and the 25th of April onwards, my gorgeous Aquarius, I'm looking at the dates there, that's why I'm looking there. From the 24th and 25th, he's saying this is when I need you to kind of like, this is when you can kind of start actioning these two things that you have been kind of indecisive about. But most certainly don't do it now, because if you do it now, it's going to bring you the wrong vibration, and if you get a wrong vibration, then it is just going to be kind of like it's instinctively it's going to bring a new beginning for you, but it is just not going to be the right time, and you're not going to end up with as much as you would end up, and also it is not going to be the right time. So basically the bottom line is just patience. You will feel excited, you will feel really good, you will feel very vibrant, and something is going to become really evident to you when it comes to the other person, and that is just going to make you like push you even further to go towards these changes. But just remember, be very patient, and all you need to do is just make sure, be patient, focus on other things, okay, and also focus on management, focus on compatibility, focus on adjustment and readjustment that you are going to need to make. Everything that you are doing right now is going to cause your life, it's going to make your life being really successful later on. But as more as you kind of like follow the certain path, as more as you are part of the right dimension, as more as you are like focusing on the right vibration, this is all going to turn out for you so much better. Just remember, Aquarius, my gorgeous babies, do not rush into any decisions this week. From the 24th, 25th of April would be absolutely fantastic onwards to actually go for it, or anything big or anything huge or anything massive, but do not rush into any decisions here, okay? Because also this is going to be an advancement for you. It is going to be also connected to an unknown area, unknown stage, and this is why it's going to make these waters just a little bit murky, and you're not going to be able to see straight away around you, but you will be able to see the light blue right in front of you. Just need to swim just that little bit further, okay? And also, this is what else I was going to say. And also, on another hand, something huge is going to happen. Like, your dream is about to start unfolding. Okay, your dream is going to start, it's about to start unfolding for you, and your dream is going to come like in form of something that you had unfinished from before. It's going to come through, it's going to bounce back, the puzzle is going to come through, and that puzzle is just going to make you realize that the things are changing in your life, and the big wish is going to come through, big wish is going to come forward. This is a lot to do with you, what you want to do, with the new stage with a certain uncertainty, with a certain stage of your life that made you feel really, oh no, it was like kind of like affecting your confidence. You weren't too sure what to do, but you had to make sure you're strong so other people are strong around you. Just be strong, Aquarius. Keep on being wise, keep on being amazing, and keep on being strong, and keep on listening your own intuition, because you are very wise, but especially in this particular week, you're going to be ridiculously wise. Something very strange is going to happen, something really weird is going to happen, something really unusual is going to happen. There is a spirit that you're going to be visited by. I don't mean to scare you. There are a few other signs that are going to have a spirit visiting them this evening. This week. There are going to be other signs that are going to have a spirit visiting them this week, but it is an unusual situation that you are going to have that is just going to make you feel a little bit strange. It's going to make you feel a little bit unusual. This spirit is going to be very much so connected to an older, powerful lady, an amazing lady with a long grey hair, long black coat, long black clothes, and a long grey hair. The very, very interesting eyes, very unusual eyes. This lady is going to become the part of your scenario when other people are not around, part of your dimension when you least expect it, part of your dimension when you don't even think about anything like that, part of your dimension when you're completely focusing like on work, career, finances, and a financial situation and things like that. And especially when you're thinking about a certain stage in your life when you're completely uncertain, like what is going to happen. On one hand, you're going to be really happy, and on the other hand, it's just something that is going to make you feel really sad, but you know that the sadness is going to turn into happiness, but you need to go through the sadness first. You need to swim through the sadness first. So this is all going to make sense, and this spirit lady that is going to come through is going to have a wonderful message for you, and something to do with the red cup, red cup, something like that. It's just going to become very evident and very significant also at the same time. You know, what else I was going to say to you, actually, it's that you're just going to like a very, very, your knowledge is just going to be so important this week as well. When it comes to like a really strange things, when it comes to unusual things, there is going to be something is going to happen around you, and you are going to have to react in a certain way. And the way that you are going to react is just going to directly be from you, just from you, because you have got all the resources, you're very wise, you're very clever, and it's just like a kind of some kind of serene knowledge and a common sense that is going to come from you, but it's only coming from you because you have got an amazing wise and deep knowledge when it comes to spirituality, psychic world, the spirit guides, angels, God, the universe, and things like that. The whole new hope is going to come through, and that new hope, it's only going to come through because you will realize how strong you are. You will realize how powerful you are, and you will realize how important you are, and you will also realize how many people depend on you in the best possible way. But this is going to feel good. This is going to feel really great, because it's just going to give you so much confidence, and that in itself is just going to make you feel really optimistic, and an absolutely mind-blowing idea you are going to have. And the mind-blowing idea that you are going to have this week is just going to become very significant in September 2019. Watch this space, okay? And it's also going to be an illusion about a certain person. Somebody is going to kind of make you realize that they're not who they are. I'm not talking about the person that I keep on telling you, that I'm keep on talking you about. There's a certain person that you have to watch, and I've been telling you for the last few weeks, and I'm reminding you, keep on watching them, keep on watching them, keep on watching them, and I will let you know when it's the time to confront them, okay? I keep everything here, and I keep everything here, so I will let you know when to confront them, okay? But this is another person here that is going to come out of the blue. It's the situation that is going to surprise you. Gosh, this plant is moving! Hello, Robert! Sorry. Sorry! It's my spirit, Robert. Yeah, anyway, so basically this is the... This is to do with an illusion person. Somebody is just gonna kind of do something, and it's gonna make you realize that they're not really nice person. They're really bad, and you are. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be like a dark bird or something, but it's just an illusion about someone, and it's just gonna kind of make you feel like, wow, this is amazing. You know, you were really nice to this person. You were doing such a nice things, and you were like playing in a nice way. You were really nice for such a long time, but there's some people are just really naughty. Some people are just really bad, and and it looks like somebody was influenced by somebody else, and now they're putting that influence on you, they're projecting this on you. Stay away from that rubbish. Just stay away from it. Protect yourself with some kind of black tourmaline, hematite, okay, or an amethyst. Have this in your pocket. Or if you haven't got a black tourmaline, hematite, or amethyst, just protect yourself throughout this week by having like a little bag of salt in one pocket, little bag of salt in another pocket, yeah. And this salt, if you can have pure natural salt, and this is going to protect you. This is going to protect your energy. This is going to protect your energy field, and especially like if you are like this person is like a very strong energy. So it's just a realization about somebody, So that's why this is the best way to protect yourself, especially when somebody is not nice to you, somebody show their face, but it's projection by somebody else. That's even worse. And that's why you don't need to have a crystals, but you can actually, in this situation, if you can't have a crystals, then you can just have a little bag of salt in each pocket throughout this week. Sounds weird, I know, but sometimes, I've got a bag of salt on this side, bag of salt on this side. It depends who I talk to, you see, it depends. Okay, so now, and also, just remember, it's like a little hidden enemy, somebody who is just going to come through and come forward this week. Just keep the certain things to yourself, Aquarius. Keep anything to do with the money, anything to do with the finances, anything that's really important this week, keep it to yourself, to your partner or something, that's great. But do not talk to anybody else, because there is a hidden snake in the grass. It's going to become available. So that's why I just need you to kind of make sure that you know this. But this is really brilliant, because this is just going to help you to kind of see who this is, so you can step away from this low vibration. Okay. And also, what else I was going to say, it is just absolutely brilliant. I'm happy because it is all about a certain financial change that you are going to have for the better. Okay. So you're going to realize something really important this week, and that's just so good, and it's going to make you really proactive. It's going to make you feel really good about yourself, and also you're going to have a very strong concentration, like a deep concentration, like to learn, study, and for reflection, because it's all going to be about your own rebirth, about your own invocation, about a new beginning. And this, most certainly, my beautiful, gorgeous Aquarius, is going to be your own wake-up call. You will see exactly what I mean. Okay, what else I was going to say? Yes, when it comes to the actual health, my beautiful babies, it's about the digestion, because you have been like a very sensitive when it comes to your digestion for a while. I know this, I remember. Okay, so it's a lot to do with your digestion, and you need to get things right. Really, you need to drink as much as water as well throughout this week, just natural water, and acidophilus friendly bacteria. Please try to get an acidophilus friendly bacteria, like a natural, without any rubbish, without any ingredients, without any nasty ingredients. So it's acidophilus friendly bacteria. Okay, and also fennel and garlic are going to be absolutely brilliant. So friendly bacteria is absolutely a must, like a probiotic, basically probiotic, natural, and basically just take this every single morning, throughout this week. It's just going to help you so much when it comes to digestion, my goodness. And also a fennel and garlic, and absolutely brilliant little additional things that you can take, like a garlic every single day is going to help you with digestion, oh my lord. And the fennel is absolutely brilliant, but especially garlic. And there you go. If you can't get fennel, then especially garlic, take a clove of garlic every single day, and then take a probiotic, and this is absolutely brilliant combination. Okay, and also what else I was going to say, for those of you, just to remember one more thing, let go of resentment. Let go of the certain resentment. If you feel, just let it go. It's going to be so important. It's going to come back in as a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Hello. You let me go, I'm back in a more beautiful way. Okay, so now for those of you that are actually in relationship, something very interesting, an interesting option your partner is going to have this week. An interesting option your partner is going to have this week. On one hand, it's going to test them, it's going to test their power, it's going to test their confidence, but also it's going to help them so much with their confidence, because they will have a huge accomplishment, and you're going to be like, hello my darling, I like the fact that you know this. And this similar situation happened last week, and now this is going to be the continuation, but this is going to be big, this is going to be huge, and something really massive is going to be revealed to you about your partner that you didn't know before, but you will like it. Okay, for those of you that are actually, oh, there's on the floor, that's the one on the floor, sorry. For those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, oh la la! For those of you that are single, there is some kind of romance coming through and forward, and I can see you flirting, I can see you having a great time, even more socially important week. Gosh! What's wrong with me today? Even more important week when it comes to the actual social relationships in general. But there is just someone that is like, my goodness, you know, it is going to be the moment this week when you're going to feel really cool, really chilled out, really relaxed. And one day in particular is going to be so strange and so unusual, but in a good way. Very chilled out and very relaxed. And at the same time, around that time, somebody is going to become the part of the scenario. I can see like some kind of romance that is going to come through forward, but that romance that you are going to have, it's already kind of somebody who you know, already somebody who is around you, and already somebody who is the part of the society. It's just that this week this is going to start unfolding and developing in a certain way. Ooh la la! Aquarius is going to have a great time. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is Pisces, 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 of course. Pisces, you're going to be really busy this week, but then at the same time, you need to be really, really wise. Really wise, because it is just going to be something that's going to be offered to you. And that offer that you are going to have is just going to come as in the form of like some kind of a news, you know, some kind of a realization. And the realization that you are also, you know, that you're going to need to pay attention to. This is what it's becoming really tricky. It's going to seem like it's something that you don't want to do, but it's actually going to be something that you should do. And it's also not going to kind of change too much what you're doing right now, but it's just going to bring you an additional thing. That additional thing is going to become so incredibly important later on, because it's going to lead towards your own particular accomplishment. I can't tell you how important this is going to be, because this is also directly connected to your spiritual journey, which means that it's going to be like a little bit of a tricky situation that is going to require from you to be a little bit adventurous. Be adventurous, be adventurous, be adventurous. That particular situation that is going to require from you to be adventurous. Now this is when it gets really tricky, because this is going to become your turning point. And the turning point is only going to happen because normally you would be like, absolutely no chance, absolutely no way. But now you're going to feel a little bit silly in the good way. You're going to feel a little bit adventurous, and you're going to feel like a little bit like you want to explore things a little bit. And this is because this new synchronicity is coming through, new synchronicity is coming forward. The synchronicity is going to come through and forward with the good news right at the beginning of the week when it comes to your own personal accomplishment. That accomplishment is going to help you to dance around like a little baby, because you're going to be so happy, because you will know that there is a very important transition coming through. Very important transition and change when it comes to your life, and that in itself is just going to make you realize you also have to change something and make certain changes, sacrifice, in order to have this readjustment. The readjustment is going to lead towards your own regeneration and rebirth. And now this is the beginning. This is going to be so good, and this is all going to be the part of your destiny and fortune and fate. And also because it's just like the outcome that you expected from the certain situation is just going to make you realize that it's actually even much better than what you thought, and that in itself is going to bring you a really important conclusion. Okay, so and also the big, long, huge, massive problem is coming to an end, my babies. Okay, that's one of the most important things that I want to say to you. The huge problem is coming to an end. And that problem that's coming to an end is going to make you to make a certain judgment, okay? And that judgment that you are going to have, it's going to be really good, because it's just going to kind of help you to realize that you are the winner, you're on the right track, you're on the right journey, and also you're going to have a big reason for celebration. I'm so happy for you, and this is only because you followed followed your own intuition, you followed the right people, you followed your own intuition, and you listened to the really important advice not that long ago. Now the outcome of that advice is going to come through, and the outcome of that advice is just going to basically give you the certain power, and the power that you are going to have, it's going to bring you like a really amazing focus, and the focus that you are going to have, it's also going to give you so much energy in order to move on, and in order to work that a little bit, just a little bit longer, a little bit harder, and you are just going to have a huge turning point. Oh my God, so much optimism, so much good energy, so much power, so much grounding that you're actually going to have this week. You see, it's all about the new hope, and it's all about the inspiration and the bright prospects that are going to come through, and you're not the only one who's going to benefit from it. I can see people around you benefit from it like there is no tomorrow, because you are going to have your power back, accomplishment and confidence like you've never had before. On another hand, when you use this energy, you use this flow, you use this power, you use this dimension by coming across those things that are driving you nuts, or coming across those things that are like making you feel uncomfortable, and coming across those things that you just want to do it, but you need like such a confidence. You want to speak to someone really important, go for it. This week is the week indeed. If you want to do something unusual or something that you don't have experience with, just do it. Go and do it this week, because even if you don't feel the confidence, as I said, even if you don't have a confidence, all you need to do, my beautiful baby, is just start. So even if you feel like a little bit scared to talk to someone like for a promotion or something, all you need to do and just say to yourself, I can do this. Of course I can do this. You go through those doors, you just start the conversation, and as soon as you start the conversation, you just tap into this energy, you tap into this dimension, you tap into this power, and you just go with this amazing flow. That's all what you need to do. You will be guided by your spirit guides, you will be guided by your guardian angels, you will be guided by the universe, you'll be guided by your God. Just go for it. All you need to do is just tap into this energy, and by tapping into this energy, you're unlocking this amazing spiritual door, and once you unlock the spiritual door, you're going to find yourself on the other side, and once you find yourself on the other side, the life is going to be completely different. Okay, now what else I was going to say, as I said, you are going to have the reason for celebration indeed, because you're going to have a huge progress, and it's a lot to do with you, it's a lot to do with your health, it's a lot to do with your satisfaction and with your achievement, but also it's to do with the healing okay, and also it's the progress that you had, the certain actions that you took on before, and you're going to realize, my God, I'm so happy, because this is all due to my progress. This is an important week, and now this progress, by the end of this week, it's going to make you realize to just keep on following your dream, keep on following your dreams, because your life is about to change, and once it changes, it's just going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, it's the certain, there is also like you will be able to prove yourself to yourself this week, not only to yourself, but you will be able to prove yourself to the other people, and I can see that other people are going to be quite proud of you, and you're going to feel proud of yourself, and that in itself is just going to make you feel really strong and stable indeed, and it's going to give you certain authority maybe that you needed, and also it's just like basically somebody's going to give you really wonderful advice, some really beautiful person, somebody who you really look up to, somebody who you really think about very highly, somebody who's very beautiful, honest and honest person, very mature, very devoted, very friendly, but very powerful in so many different ways. It's like a father, or it's like an older gentleman that is really powerful. It's going to give you an advice, and that advice is going to be really good. It's going to be very compassionate, and it's going to be exactly what you need to move on with your life, and also it's going to give you so much strength and power. This week is going to be the beginning of something really special, something really important, and also it is just going to bring you like a kind of like something that was in a self-denial so far, that you were kind of like unsure, you keep on trying, it's going to come to an end. But that's really important, because that in itself is just going to unlock a completely different, completely new doors indeed. You need to recognize like certain things about you. You need to recognize what makes you feel happy, and you need to recognize what makes you feel really optimistic egoistic, like while you are thinking about your life, what excites you, because there's certain things that you're going to think of, there's certain things that are going to come through and forward this week that are just going to kind of be mind-blowing for you, but it is also going to be a very, very new starting point in your life that you're just going to start feeling very, very passionate about. This is so important. I can't even explain, okay? Socially, this is an amazing week, and socially, this is going to be the week of reconnection. I can see that there's going to be really important people from your life that are going to be reconnected with you this week, and that is just going to be so good for you, because it's going to be the right time indeed. And it's also going to just make you feel really it's going to make you feel really happy, it's going to make you feel really engaged with people around you, and it's going to make you feel really, really happy. And it's also going to be like a certain idea that you're going to get and gain through somebody who knows you really well, and only somebody who knows you really well can actually give you this idea, okay? And also I can see you focusing on your home environment. I can see you changing things a little bit, when it comes to your home environment this week, but that's absolutely brilliant thing to do. And also, let me just drop the card. Sorry. Also, what else I was going to say, now my beautiful gorgeous Pisces, like, you're going to be asked a certain question, whether it's yes or no, and the answer to that question is going to be yes. And what else I was going to say is like keep you're going to be all around the place, things are going to be happening, so I highly suggest you to get B vitamins, so important, please, for stress. I'm not saying you're going to be like but just like feed your stress a little bit, and it's so good for you, and it's so good for those times in our lives when we get stressed a little bit because so much is happening. It's a natural body reaction, but on another hand, it can drain our energy, it can drain our power. So that's why I'm saying, please, my baby Pisces, try to get like a natural form of B vitamins, which is also going to be like in a brewer's yeast. It's called brewer's yeast. I recommended this before, brewer's yeast, my favorite natural form of B vitamins that you can actually get. And I need you to get these B vitamins, okay? And that is just going to help you on one hand with the energy levels, but on another hand, it's just going to help you with the stress as well. It's absolutely brilliant. Brewer's yeast. Take this every single day. Try to check with your doctor, with your GP, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, okay? Because only your doctor or your GP can actually tell you if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, if you can actually take this or not, or if you're on any other medications. Otherwise, it should be fine, okay? So it's called brewer's yeast, and I would have this the very first thing in the morning, okay? What else I was going to say, it's like for those of you that are in relationship, your partner is going to surprise you, but the way your partner is going to surprise you is actually going to be like a very romantic. When it comes to love, when it comes to emotions, when it comes to feeling of love, feeling of happiness, this is exactly what you're going to feel. Perhaps things didn't work out lately, perhaps you didn't spend enough time with each other, perhaps you were arguing, maybe you were a little bit stressed, you were a little bit stroppy, maybe things didn't work out. Most certainly there's going to be really wonderful romantic time in between you two, but your partner is going to surprise you romantically. They will do something and it's going to surprise you, and it's going to be like, oh la la, I like that, hello, I didn't know you can do that. Okay, so now this is what's going to be really great time for those of you that are in relationship, because that in itself is going to be the new starting point indeed, and it's all about being devoted to each other, all about love, all about being like a good lover, all about loving intelligent and things like that. And also they will tell you something, and they can only tell you this way because they're very good with a certain design, you see. They will give you certain information that is going to be like, oh, I like that, okay? Now, for those of you that are actually single and ready to mingle, my Pisces, my baby Pisces, there is something very important going to happen this week. Something really, really important. There's a person that is going to come through, person that is going to become a part of the scenario, and that person is just going to be somebody who you will really like, you will click with straight away, and you will kind of want to get to know them more and more and more. There is a certain very strong feeling with someone is going to start happening here, and this is very deep, this is going to be different, this is going to be the material like to marry if you want, like this is how you're going to feel, not necessarily, but this is how you're going to feel. You're going to kind of see this person, and for some reason you will not be able to explain, you will just like, oh my god, I like them so much, This is because this person is very deep, this is because this person is very special, this is because this person is very complex, thoughts, just like you. Pisces, you are amazing sounds. You're very deep, you're very powerful, you're very complex. And this is exactly what it is with this particular person. Somebody very complex, somebody very deep, somebody very powerful, but somebody who is absolutely the right balance for you, is about to manifest themselves. And that particular person is going to make a huge, huge change and huge impact on your life later on. Wow, my goodness. Mwah. Okay, my gorgeous, my beautiful, my absolutely amazing people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I love you, 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 I love every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light. Mwah. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Mwah.